Slamhouse TV, myself, Theo Kane, hold tight bent legs on the wheels, hold tight Judd of the Wood on the camera, and right now we're heading over to Northampton to check out the private movie poster collection of a dude called Spires and Squires on Instagram. Now this is a dude that I've been following for a few months now. He's got literally one of the best vintage movie poster collections that I've ever seen. He does have a store where he sells them, but like most of us that do this collecting thing, he keeps the best stuff for himself. So we're heading over now to his house to check out his private collection, and like I said, he's got one of the most amazing vintage movie poster collections that I've ever seen. He's also got a lot of original artwork, some Garner movie posters and that kind of thing, so I'm really looking forward to checking out the collection in person. Let's see how we get on. Kind of giving me like exclusive access to come and look at it when it's in your own collection and shit.
You will be the only one who gets it, to be fair.
Yeah.
So.
No, I appreciate that a lot. Look at that shit. I know what's mad, it almost looks like it's done in like fucking pencil crayon. Like, that's not a painting, look at it.
No.
That's like pencil crayon. Shows how like quick they're throwing these things out. And no, like in the sense that like a lot of these, they didn't even see the movie, did they? They might see like a couple of production stills and be like, oh, and there's a dragony creature in it, just draw something in the sky that looks like it could be a dragon from Hundra World and things.
Some of the best ones are no photos, obviously all drawn.
Yeah, no, I love them. He said like Graham Humphries, he goes, he got to see like Evil Dead once in a cinema and then he had to paint the poster for it. So he's like working from memory and stuff and like some vague production stills.
So this one, I'll be honest, I'm not sure of the film.
Extra, yeah. There's a few of them extra. It's like a mad scene where like a woman gives birth to like this mad alien and shit. Yeah. But it's like a classic.
But again, the poster just spoke about
it. Yeah. Of course it is. And one of them that like at first glance could look like a photo, but when you look in, it's just they've just painted like a black silhouette and just picked out them highlights with the white for the light shining on it, and that's like such a nice. Why ain't that rolling? Roll it, bro. No, because while we're filming, no, because this is when to rinse the battery, bro. Get on it. No, just film it non-stop, constant. Yeah, just rinse it.
Newer ones now. We're gonna go from old to new. So it's up to you how you wanna play this. But
yeah. I'm all about the old, to be honest. Okay. The old weird shit.
So from some of these, then.
That's from. Oh yeah, that's the interview. Right.
There you go. There's an older one.
Oh yeah, man, look at that. You could tell the differences as well between like one like this that's like painted really well, and then some of those like Medusa ones where they're painted very well, but the faces and the positions look a little bit off. Like they're not quite the they're not quite at like the level of this guy. Yeah. Fucking amazing, better than anything I could do. But you can see when some are a little bit more of a cheaper film than like the big movie. So are these like all ones you collect as well, or are these like ones that you're selling and stuff?
No. So all these ones in here are all ones I've collected.
Yeah.
To be honest, everything in here is probably the ones that will stay in the collection.
Yeah.
To be fair, if they're in a plastic wallet like this, that's a £7 wallet, right? They'll probably.
See, I've got some of these you could have then. I didn't know you collected these. A mate I knew worked at a cinema and he brought me like 80 posters, 80 tubes of posters, and I just kept some at Marvel ones and stuff. Again, don't know why. I'll just give them to someone who likes them more than me. So at some point I'll work out sending them to you because I don't want them. But I thought it was just old school you collected.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, you end up, like you say, collecting.
But you've got like, because you've got them like this, you can really like appreciate them properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. So here's your first one of the larger Medusas.
Whoa, look at this.
So
we get a little video.
So I actually have 2 of these.
I've never even seen this film, which is rare, but when you start digging into these like Medusa ones, there's so many that it's impossible
they're
to.
All kind of AKA. They all generally have another name as well.
Yeah.
And I think this is like Deer Hunter. The other name on this film. Sometimes
but not the Deer Hunter, not the classic.
Yeah, they've all got different names, but yeah, I mean this is by far the poster that kind of spoke out to me. It's amazing.
What is this one of the first ones that made you want to collect them?
Yes.
The Medusas.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a Kazaro.
And how many? Yeah, they just hide it in there. Even try and obscure it with the fucking text across it. How many did you do then for Medusa? Did you like all the top ones that you like?
Oh yeah, I mean he's probably done 500 all told over all the span I've seen, but I've 100 or so that are Medusas, something along those lines. Yeah, he's done a lot.
What else we got?
Alright, let's go through these ones. Here we go. It's a nice one. It's a Hot Bubblegum.
Hot Bubblegum, yeah.
Signed by Tom Chantrell.
Oh, is it really? These are all that like era, like probably pre-pork, isn't it? It's like, is it like Carry On, like all jumping on the back of that, like sexy, funny comedy kind of thing?
Yeah, over here you've got.
Oh yeah, dope. Private Popsicle.
It's all part of that Lemon Popsicle franchise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You won't get away with them posters anymore.
No.
I'll make that the thumbnail and people click on it.
His biggest frustration, from what Martin told me, I mean, he's got a video, right? It's probably worth you seeing at some point.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
He went round Tom's house, and Tom's showing him all the posters on the wall and some of the original paintings. So the guy that kind of got me into.
Oh, right.
So he went to see Tom's house.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
been around his house, and he's got a video of him going round. And like Tom said, a lot of his paintings he never got back. The studios took them and never returned them to him. Some of these are the only things you'll ever see of these anyway. Yeah.
Let me have a look for it. I was looking for that lens there. Because you can zoom in as well with that. So if you zoom in, you can focus with that one, and it'll like put a little bit of red mark on what's. And then you can pull out, and if it's too bright, just knock that down a little.
Cool.
That white there means it's like overblown. So if we keep it like that, that'll be nice, and I can light it after.
Yeah, cool.
Because my friend, Alex, he's not a cameraman. I just said, like, can you just film when we get there?
Do you want me out of the way?
No, not at all. No. I like that you're in it. It's your collection, man. You're telling us about it. Do you know what I mean?
Relatively new ones again. This is a
It's
nice
rats.
One.
Graveyard shift.
Again, stunning. I love that.
It is. And I love, do you know, like the early Graham Humphries stuff? Like now he's a lot more refined, and like he'd be painting this water, like really, like to look like water.
Yeah.
But when they just splattered it and painted it and done it quick, and you could tell like they're in the infancy of, they're in the infancy of starting like painting. It's a lot more like blotchy, and it's I love that more. There's something about that like rough and ready style. So when I'm doing art myself, I try and like think about that, because I'll spend hours painting little bits, and I'm like, yeah, but you don't even like that in drawings. You like it when it's more rough and ready, yeah.
Sometimes more rough and ready is a lot.
It's like confident. They know what they're doing. It's exactly what it needs to be, but it's also quick. Oh, the gate! Look at that classic Rate movie as well. The gate. I haven't watched that for years. I look at that font. It's almost like my Slimehouse logo is a bit inspired by that. Another Medusa.
It is.
So you're well into the Medusa posters. That's like, is that like your main thing, or?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately the artists that did them, some of their work that really got me into it, to be honest. Like I say, Casaro and Scioti are two of the best, in my opinion, some of these posters I've ever seen. So, yeah. Barbarian Queen was one of the main ones that kind of got me started as well. I've got one of those in the other.
Have you got one there as well?
We'll look at that in a bit.
Yeah.
These are newer again.
What order are these in? The order, any particular order? Just in order that you bought them and you just put them in there. Is it the Changeling? The challenge.
The challenge. So.
Yeah,
that's a buy south poster.
These are the ones that chance me all over, man. Trying to not get none of that reflection because of your protective sleeves on it. Oh, is this one by?
Buy south. Grand buy south. I'm not as familiar with him, to be fair.
Well, they're all names that don't, when you think about posters and you think Drew Struzan or you think your Graham Humphries and stuff, there's just like a lot of these like underdog guys that painted the films that aren't like the classics, they're like more weird cult things. And
a lot of the times they weren't really allowing them to sign them.
Really that bad, yeah. So they have to hide it in there.
They did prefer them not to. Sorry, that's it. Oh, that's like a Medusa. Dreams come true.
Oh yeah, dope. Flesh Gordon. Fucking hell! I remember putting this on when I was a kid, thinking it, not knowing what it were.
We bought the first one, and I remember sitting down with my sister and my mum to start watching.
Really? Didn't know what it were. Yeah.
Like 8, and she's like,
yeah, mad orgies and dick creatures and shit. I just thought it had mad monsters in it and stuff. I'm like, we'll put that on.
But still, the artwork's pretty cool.
Fucking dope.
I love the poster.
Look at this. I love it. Dude, Dick Rocket. I'll switch the other side. No, you're not in the way.
Yeah,
this is your world. We're working around you. I'm just getting like different angles on stuff, so it's not all from the same angle. What we got here?
So then we've got another. Well, the other side of here. You've got. And this is
Hollywood Air Force.
So this is where I say I'll buy 2. Right? If I see it, then I'll take 2. And this is what I have. I've got 2 of this one. But as soon as the right person comes along that needs it, it get put into their collection.
I got a few books from HorrorCon that were like just full of this shit, just full of those like old sexy painted posters. You might have seen it. I don't know. I don't know what they're called. It's called like, I don't know. But there's a pink one and a blue one, and like thick, and they're just full of these posters. So a lot of them I've seen. I don't know what movie, but I know it from that book.
Yeah. There you go. So this is Turkish poster.
Amateur. Fuck man.
So amateur, obviously.
Look how is it folded in middle? Is it that big? You've had to fold it. I don't know if it's folded or if it's just printed weird with that seam.
Got a small fold in it, yeah.
Amateur. This is the one. That's one of the best posters ever painted.
It is.
Iron Master, and the movie's nothing like that.
But try and get hold of an original Iron Master is extremely difficult.
Is that an original as well?
It is, but it's the original Turkish poster.
With Luigi Montefiore running around with a fucking big piece of iron.
That's it.
Nothing like this.
No.
Well, someone has a bear head on it. Get a close up of this one, Bence. Like, nothing. Like, look how epic that looks. And they've got like fucking giant mammoths on like a piece of wood, just like moving them in background to look like they're alive and shit. And
Is this the one I watched when you had that video shop?
I don't think so. No, I don't even think I put this on in there. But that is a fucking. That's unreal. That literally is like one of the best movie posters ever painted, I think, that one. That's up there.
Yeah. Other side is bells.
That's cool as well. It's not Iron Master,
No,
but
it's
it's
not
good.
quite. Moving on then.
No, I like it. It's like ripping through him. I don't even know the movie.
So I got these off of a guy on Instagram again that was massive into videos. He used to have a collection of about 8,000 videos. He just had some of these lying around. He was like, absolutely, Adam, if you want to look at them. Whatever.
Oh, really?
I got like 12 posters off him.
Oh,
It's a
man.
lot, but
Yeah.
they were all. Like, I got Chang Gang off of him, and Juice Chang Gang, and various other things.
Look at that one. Fuck me.
Look at that.
Look at that. Masters at Universe, Dolph Lundgren. See, that's one of them that's more well-known movie, but
Yep.
I used this as an example when I got my movie poster painted for my movie. I don't know if I've even talked about I made a movie. I got a poster painted by Greg Staples and stuff. Yeah. And that was one of the things I sent him. Not for anything in particular, just like that vibe. Just like, this is the shit I love. I just wanted to show him a lot of stuff that I love, and that was one of references.
And this is obviously not the original quad. This is the video quad version.
It almost looks like a giant VHS fucking spine, doesn't it? It's so good, bro. Those colours as well. The blues and the little bit of pinky flash purple.
And then you've got another Medusa here.
Recruits, yeah, another one of them. And again, like pulling off the back of stuff like Police Academy as well, aren't there?
Yeah.
Like Police Academy and Porky's.
And that's a Scouty as well, that one.
You can just see now, can't you? You
Yeah.
get to a point where you just can see his colours and his style. Can I just not get a photo with this one other side?
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can.
That's unreal. He's such a nice way of having them as well. Do you know, displayed like this in the because if there are in posters and rolled up, like you might know other collectors and that's how they display these, and it's the norm to have them in a shit like this. But I haven't. I've always seen them in like rolled up in posters, and you've got to get them out and reel them out and put them back. It's like such a nice way to be able to get them out and look at them like that. Yeah.
Was this, or you do like those ones where you cardboard them, right? Which is.
Of course, yeah.
So you can kind of do it, but I mean, yeah, I absolutely. And this does genuinely protect.
I bet you have about 1,000 of them delivered. In one.
Yeah, something
They're like when you put like when you collect cards, like baseball cards and stuff. They have them in these sleeves. Warlords of Atlantis.
So these are all Turkish posters.
I love this poster. Again, so normally it would say Warlords of Atlantis, and we've got
It is
Warlords of Atlantis, yeah.
Yeah, it is that
And but we've got a foreign title, but it's just it makes it more interesting to me. Look at that fucking bike. Let me get a photo of that. Some mad like Batmobile bike, and they don't look nowhere near as cool as that in the film. Bronx Warriors is like that. Like
Yeah,
it's
it
got
is.
like. I love the film, but it don't look like the movie poster. I'm just gonna take a photo.
So,
I can't wait to show Chance this shit. Like, what the fuck, man? Where do you see all this shit?
I'll wait for the message, shall I?
Yeah, he's funny, that guy. We started making a documentary on him.
Okay.
Yeah, but then COVID hit, so I couldn't finish it. So we were going to go over to. I got like my friends in Texas to film loads of stuff at him while they were building this new warehouse, because he's built a whole toy factory on his land. He's like a crazy guy,
Yeah.
and obviously with his past as like a DEA agent and shit. I was like, Chance, we need to make a documentary about you. He's like, shit, let's go, let's roll. I'll start tomorrow. So I sent my friends there to like film some shit.
So this one's a Casaro, but it's a Claudio Casaro, so it's his son.
Oh, okay.
So he also did Banzai Runner. I didn't realise this until I started talking when I purchased one of the original paintings. She explained to me, it's not actually Renato that did
Junior.
this one, it's his son. And I'm currently tapping him up to try and find where these originals are.
So how old is his son? A lot younger than he is, I suppose.
He must be 50s, I would imagine.
Oh,
40s, 50s.
yeah. So is he still working or?
But I'm not sure, to be honest.
Are you getting good coverage of this from back there and all, Ben? You're getting some good shit. That's classic.
Slightly newer. But
Simple and classic though, isn't it?
I like this as well because this has still got the original stickers on. So it's got the Dolby Stereo, PG Jurassic Park and then the
can go
Oscars
like
one as well.
If you come here, Jordan, you can be like that. Look, we pull this
And
down.
this is what I thought you were doing with that, isn't it?
Both in it. Look, see, roll it out.
I was just trying to.
Yeah, grab it. Yeah, no, but let's get like a nice angle down. That looks wicked, and we can get a good coverage on them then.
We've got a Turkish one on the other side, have you?
I'm scared to touch them, man, and handle them. I know they're in these protective things, but I feel like a bit not worthy. I don't know the movie, but it's dope. It's like some Turkish version of their Euro crime
Again,
or something.
Generally for me, it's if anything with cars and guns, I'm generally interested. Right, cars, guns, or some ladies somewhere.
Yeah, like if you were ever going to do like an exhibition or something, you'd have like the dopest poster that they've at least ever seen in England. Now, if you were going to do like a big gallery exhibition thing, like you definitely have like the best in England.
To be honest, I think warehouse space is probably next.
You reckon? Yeah, that's
that's
what it's going to get to.
I need to get some space to kind of put it all in. These, I won't tell them into the film, but I absolutely, to be fair, it's not my type of poster.
You can't knock it, can you?
Not appreciate that poster.
Is it a miniature, or they actually took a picture of the actual building?
I think it's an actual building. So these are actually quite rare. These ones, I didn't realise what I've got two of these.
Yeah.
But they're 300-400 quid posters.
Really?
Yeah, and it's a newish film as well, which is quite surprising.
Yeah.
They would hold that value.
It's kind of thing that if you ever like, I wanted to get these other couple of posters, it's like collateral there. If you ever did want to sell it, to have a little bit there, for something else. That's what I do with toys. Kit cast. What we got here? This looks mint. Sun Commando. Look at that shit. Red band round the head.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, proper. Gets a bit overwhelming, man. You just keep pulling them out like this. There's so much to take in. Yeah, there's so much to take in. Really, that's just one draw. Yeah, we'll have to get to a point where it's like, let's just pull out some some certified ones. You need a fucking whole series, man. Inglorious Bastards. Is that a double bill? Inglorious Bastards and Barracuda.
It's a double bill. It's a Tom Chantrell.
The original Inglorious Bastards.
And I've got a postcard somewhere where he'd sent the postcard to Martin with this on one side and said Inglorious Bastards is on the other and signed it.
Oh, really?
I've got that in the collection here as well. Yeah.
Who was that?
That's from Tom Chantrell himself.
Oh, really? And Enzo Castellari is pretty easy to get in touch with. I've got him on Facebook and I've chatted to him myself, yeah. In Unit 11, I built a weapon that was exactly the same as what they use in Bronx Warriors, and I sent it him, and I goes, I just sent it to his website, like, would you mind passing this on to Enzo? I just wanted him to tell me how accurate it looked, and he goes, it's Enzo who's replying. He goes, yeah, it looks mint. He goes, if you ever want to met me one, this is my address. That's dope.
It's
like a re-release.
So these are both Paul Mann's.
Okay.
But the one that is really good, that's really famous, he did a trilogy.
Oh, of course, man. Yeah.
And they're the ones that, if you look at these online, they're all hand signed by him.
Really?
As well,
That's
it's one of his
big boy prize.
I got 6 directly from him.
Oh, did you? All different.
Before we put it all onto his fan page, you could only buy them through the fan page. I messaged him literally during the lockdown, and I bought 6 off of him directly and spoke to him, and he said, yeah, that's fine, I've got these, they're all printers proofs, they're the ones I use for printing off of. And yeah, he shipped me 6 posters.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I know this one, Eskimo now.
Eskimo now.
I think you put this one up recently on your Insta.
I did, yeah.
Inspired by the bawdiest ballad ever written.
On Insta, you generally see it before it goes on there anyway.
Yeah.
The other side is, I don't really want to look at the other side. Steptoe and Son.
Oh yeah, fucking hell, my dad would love that. Steptoe, innit? Let me just take a photo of this for me pops. He loves Steptoe. So these are British ones, aren't they, right? When it's the British double. I've got Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger and Spider-Man double bill one in my kitchen, because it's like 2 in 1, isn't it? They're nice.
Anywhere from 60s to kind of early 80s, they did some of those. Most of them are 60s and 70s.
Yeah, it's like off the back of the atomic age, isn't it, all this stuff?
Yeah.
Giant insect invasion stuff.
That's it, yeah. These are obviously relatively newer ones, not as interesting.
We've got, Rosemary's Killer. Fuck, man, that's beautiful as well. See, when they painted so good, it looks like a photo, and then it's only when you go close that you can see like the little brush strokes and imperfections. That's so dope. And how long have you been collecting posters then? Like you're saying, like I know you started off collecting other things, but
About 4 years now.
really, fucking hell, yeah. So in 4 years, you've pretty much like amassed like the. I don't know anyone else in England that's got a collection to this level. Not unless they're like keeping it super secret. Like I don't know if you know anyone that's got one this big.
Not on this level, I don't. But again, like I say, sometimes I'm like you, I don't like to let go of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll end up holding on to
No,
it. So
for real, yeah.
If I've got duplicates, it's fine. I will let go of them some once.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll just hold on to it. This one.
And if I love Thunder. Yeah.
I haven't seen another one of these.
Mark Gregory.
But not the quads. Jesus. They do a smaller version. So
Yeah, I've got a couple on my wall, Thunder,
But
and
I'm
they're
not seeing
foreign.
this one.
I love that shit. It was fucking right sad actually what happened to this guy who played him. I was on like a group on Facebook for years that were trying to like track him down, Marco Gregory, and he left all like everything. He left film and everything, and then he ended up finding his grave in the middle of nowhere, just like a little shitty fucking thing, just in the middle of an Italian village. And he was pretty embarrassed by his films he'd made and that. So every year they go and leave flowers at his grave now. This it was called Finding Trash, the group. Just let me get some close-ups to this one, because this is up there with the top boys. This is like a dope like Rambo ripoff, where a Native American gets like his reservation fucked up by these like dickhead white hick builders and kill all his reservation. So he has to go back to his like Native American roots, puts war paint on, and goes on like a rampage, killing them all. I'm never into remakes or anything, but I always thought that would be like a dope one to remake now. Like that's a sick story, like a sick Rambo style revenge. And there's 3 of them. Thunder Warrior, they're sometimes called. Yeah. He's on a warpath and he's gonna blow your town apart. That's so sick. That your favourite film?
Oh yeah, by far. One of the best films I've ever seen. Right? I think even Ryan Reynolds will agree it wasn't.
Oh, I fucking love this film, Metal Storm. Jared Sin, Metal Storm.
When I say about having 2 of, I have 2 of these.
Oh, have you got 2 of that as well? Oh, fucking mint. I love this guy with the extended arm that shoots acid.
But when you see something that's as amazing as that, when you get another one...
Yeah, no, straight up. No, I get it. That's an absolute classic. I believe on front of that camera, Bent, the lens is like an anti-reflection lens, or it's like a polarizing lens. I don't know if you're what the reflections look like to you. They're not bad, but they're just.
No, there's quite a lot of reflecting.
Depends on the light and any way you can. So when do you know? See, that looks a bit dark. If you like, you can put that up like that.
Yeah, but it makes the reflection burst, doesn't it?
There we go. Bit in the middle for this simple text. Piranha
and Silent Rage. Chuck Norris.
Look at that. We've got Piranha. Big poster there. And then we've got, oh, and by the way, Silent Rage. Like stuck at the side of it. I love the colours as well though, because that's the kind of thing that it's such 3 little, well, black and red in it on white. That's the kind of thing that look nice in any room as like to see as an art piece. You know what I mean? I think sometimes these are the ones that sell even more because people's wives don't mind them in house as much because they like match the neutral tones and things.
It's a nice games room type item.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fit in with any football team. If there's any football team that's red, fits into the room, right?
What's that singing? Is it like
a school?
Oh, is it a school? Yeah, I thought it was like a concert.
Yeah. Just that band I've got in the house.
Yeah. This is my Corona. You've all subbed yours.
That's Huntsman Art, so you're too old with that one, but this is a nice one. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
No way. Original.
Yeah.
Jesus. So what's that talking price wise? That's.
Oh, they're not ridiculous. 200-300.
Oh really?
Now,
yeah. I mean,
not what you'd expect.
not ridiculous.
In fact, it's only mine. In fact,
it took out Guyver Mutronics though.
In fact, the Paul Mann is worth more than that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. The scene of collecting new posters has gone crazy. And
like art printy stuff.
You're having to queue up to try and get one, and if you don't get it, then you have to pay double the following day for someone who's gone and bought 5 and is trying to resell them.
What's that strange one?
These are 60s. It's probably not. No kidding. There's all about
He's nice picture though, nice colours. Again, like a nice at games room. Like, there we go. That's my guy. Eric Estrada, Light Blast. That's one of my favourites ever. Yeah, I love that.
Again, I've not seen another one of these in all the time I've been collecting. Only 4 years, be it, but
I fucking love this film. Like a terrorist hacks digital clocks and sends a laser out that melts people, and Eric Estrada's got to stop it. And he's driving around at the end in like a fucking like dune buggy car. I painted a picture of it myself years ago. It's shit now, but for a gallery. And everyone did like well-known films like Killer Clowns and Hellraiser and added Light Blast. No one had heard of it, but like, yo, I just needed to represent my guy.
It's another Scioti as well, that one.
I'm gonna wear. Yeah, it's classic. It's like quintessential Scioti to me, that one. Can I get a picture holding this one and make a good thumbnail pic?
Absolutely.
Can you take it, Benz?
Yeah.
Oh, Masters of the Universe. And Thunder. Yeah. They're like a couple of that.
So here's
that's super early Graham Humphreys. Look at that. He'd hate to see that as well. He don't like that old stuff. But yeah, that's even before like Evil Dead 1, I think maybe that.
And it's a Medusa.
It's a Medusa as well.
Yes,
You would have never thought it, would you?
Medusa, yeah.
I don't even know the film. Death Warmed Up again. It's rare. It looks like is it Michael Berryman? Or is
It's two different covers.
This looks weird.
The VHS had two different variations of that, but you could just flip the paper out. You could take it out of the VHS cover and just turn it around, put it back in.
In fact, I know the film because I've got the VHS on my bedroom side of a day when my friend come round and they were looking at my Graham Humphreys art. I ran up and grabbed him that. Yeah, super early Graham. I wonder what year that is then. It's like 84 or something. 83, 82.
80s, yeah.
Early 80s, yeah. Beautiful though. We look on back. You never know. There's always a.
Can't remember what I've got. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got that poster. I've got this exact one. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it for a while. It's like buried somewhere because I don't have a frame for it. But yeah, that's another dope one. Is that a Scotty as well?
It's a Casaro.
Is it?
And he's still got the original.
Has he?
He has, yeah.
See, yeah, this is when you start getting into like. No, we're gonna say it's airbrush, but it's not. The closer you get, you see that it really and it is.
And another Medusa.
Another Medusa, yeah. Yeah, there was a guy years ago, like he came into a vintage centre I had a stall in, and he had loads of posters. And I won't put this in camera. You can film, but I'll just cut it out because I robbed a load off him. Because I knew what he were like, but he had like a stack like that, and he was the kind of guy who didn't know what he had, and I put a load of posters to one side, and I says, "Can you get me a price for them posters? I'll buy them off you." And he went, "Yeah, I'll get to it." And about a week later, I said, "You've got a price for them?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll get to it." What posters are you again? He didn't even know what he had. So I just took like 12 out that I wanted, and to this day he has not rung me. And this was like 9 years ago to say. So I don't feel bad because I was happy to pay for them, and he didn't even know what he had. But that was one of them. Fury. They were like, "Oh, Medusa's it that one I brought you today." I was like.
So this is more Turkish again.
Yeah, I know this. This is. I've never seen the film, but I know that picture. Oh, it's Thingate. It's Empire Films. I know exactly what movie it is. Yeah, you're right. They look better with the foreign title on them.
And they're not actually that expensive to buy.
No.
Some of these are like £10. They're not.
No way.
Warbus. So if you want to start collecting, they're not.
Yeah.
It's not going to break the bank. It's a good place to start.
With me, it was always like the wall space I want to display them. But you've inspired me a lot by just having them like this. Yeah, I look. You've got that VHS up there, right? Warbus. Yeah, I've got that one.
Up there, yeah.
It's a lot brighter on the VHS poster, isn't it, than that poster?
So there is a Medusa A2 Warbus. I just haven't managed to get one.
Oh, really?
I know a couple of people have got one. Trying to prize it.
A lot smaller.
It's difficult. It's never a nice one. Turkish one.
Bo Svensson.
Mm-hmm. Draw one done.
Is that draw one done?
Draw one done.
Wow.
So I can slowly load these back in, yeah?
Yeah, let's load them back in. I'll grab this camera and I can get some, while he puts them in, I'll get some shots of them like going back in.
I did get some shots of them being pulled out as well. So I'm hoping we're in focus.
Well, if it's got red on them, it's in focus, that's the whole point of that red, so it's easy to see. Cut it off for a bit, Judd, while we go to the next draw. Yeah. I might think Alex, I might give you my phone to do something. We'll switch up. You two take my phone for filming and I'll do some on this. Keep it.
It's just one of those, you have to get them just right.
It's just on
otherwise
video.
you bend them.
No, I bet. That's why I don't like holding them because I feel like I'm not worthy and I'm gonna fucking.
The thing is, they're not just there for me to enjoy. I like the fact that someone else comes and is going to enjoy them, to be honest. And that's what you're right. I'd love to find a way of actually exhibiting them later on.
Say bye to Thunder. One last look.
Space is always a problem there, right?
Yeah, of course it is. But at least these are flat and you can put them in a drawer. Like I've got like lots of boxed toys and vintage stuff, and then when you start putting too much on a shelf, you feel like I'm not displaying them.
These are original UK posters.
Video shop posters.
Stores.
Yeah.
So again, when I say about I can't let things go, I've got 3 of those.
Really, that bad? But it's also nice that you have to keep for a swap or for something. Do you know what I mean? Like a.
And then you see like various qualities. Yeah, so this is a chain gang, but you can see it's been in the window.
Yeah.
So you can see with the colour.
Happens to toy packaging as well. Yeah, fucking it's annoying, man.
But again, that's a Kazaro. That's actually really hard to come by. Hence why I've kept this one, even though it's not in the best.
So you say you've got 2 of them. One's
I've got a much better one.
sun bleached.
As we get through these.
All right.
In better condition.
How many's in here then? Because it's good to prepare.
50-ish.
50.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, this is a beautiful one.
Oh yeah.
But I'll probably be letting this one go because I know
Ed
someone who
Harris.
just collects Guild, and he's already said, "Look, I really, really, really want it." I'm like, okay.
Just Guild.
Just Guild, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a Scouty, that's why I kind of kept it. But you know, sometimes you got to let it go, so I think I'll be letting that one go.
The last innocent
But
man.
again, it's rolled. It's not been folded, so it's like in pristine condition. To be fair, a lot of these still got folded, like a quad mine.
See, I never mind the folding them anyway, because I just feel like it
shows the originality.
Shows it just gives it. I mean, they are folded, innit? Like some of them that Chance has got, they've got pinholes in them, and he says you can't find them without because the second they went into the cinema, they pinned them, and that's how they displayed them. He says so. Like you'd have to be one that the cinema didn't put up, which is like they just don't really exist.
I'll move these out of the way. They're 1920 sketches. I want to see them.
That's something different.
Something totally different.
Has it got Godzilla versus Biolante?
There's a few tie posters in here, only 3. We have that one first.
Yeah, Godzilla versus Biolante, 1990. But it looks so much older, doesn't it? Like the style of art's so dated to him.
Well, you mentioned holes as well. This one's got a few pinholes in it here and here. But again, I found a few more of these. They all seem to have the same holes in them. I'm not sure.
That's a weird hole as well, almost like an insect's etit, or it's like some kind of hole punch that they use. That's fucking beautiful, though. See, that's a whole other thing, like with Chance's collection, when you start getting into like mad Japanese posters and stuff. So good. I found a couple of poster shops in Tokyo. Have you been to Tokyo? Yeah, there's a couple of actual just movie poster stores that they were.
So on the other side, another one.
Oh, Kamen Rider, that's my shit. That's the 5 riders.
It is.
Yeah, with Hanuman from Indian law. They just threw him in there because he's public domain. Oh, that's my shit. I'm going to get a proper photo with this one. I love Kamen Rider.
That's not nice.
I went to the Kamen Rider diner in Japan, filmed a video there with all the original like helmets and costumes. It was sick, yeah. It's one of those things as well, like growing up, no one I knew anything about it. So like, it took years before I could even have a conversation about it to anyone. That's fucking beauty, that. That might definitely be thumbnail material, that one. Get some good shots of that bench. We've got that nice Judd. That's my shit right there. Look at that. Look at these skeletons. Fucking with these people in a bathtub. And in the film, there's people in like what spandex, like with skeletons painted on them. But they make out this some like Harryhausen shit. I love it, man. Oh, that's so cool.
Don't know what we're on to next. A blank one, so you don't want that.
Is that an original Star Wars?
It is an original Star Wars tie poster.
So what kind of price would you put on that then? Because it's Star Wars, so Star Wars is always worth money. And when it comes to like weird, obscure bootleg shit, that is also big in Star Wars world.
So it's not like a Star Wars quad from the UK. It's not like £1,000 to £2,000 or more. It's probably The last one I saw go in auction went for about £500.
Okay, so still a decent
Yeah.
whack for
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
poster, yeah. So one of,
The other side's just an original video poster for Fire and Ice.
oh, nice. I saw that other day on VHS, actually. Look at that fucking... How long the artist would have spent just, like, on the little vehicles in the background. And look at that. It's no fucking around with the art, man. Look at that face. That's someone who knows the human face. The shit that makes me not want to draw again. Like, makes, you know, when it's that good, like a artist, it feels like, oh, I don't even want to draw anymore, man. I don't want to paint. Look at this. What's this sexy one?
This is Terminal
Sexy.
Exposure.
Yeah. Bit of
Yeah,
blue.
It's not normally my thing, but I couldn't let it go. I haven't seen another one. I've seen a version of it in Australia, but it's a Medusa, believe it or not, in Australia.
Really?
But I've never seen another one, so I was like, yeah.
Well, it's just so reminiscent of the era, isn't it? It's such a... It looks so of the time. Wicked.
Other side, it's...
Similar, flip it round. No mercy.
So this never went to production.
The
Because
film
Richard
didn't?
Gere, no, this poster.
Oh,
Because Richard Gere didn't like how that face looked. I've got an article on it. I'll send
that's
you it.
mad, isn't it? It's not even his
Um,
face.
Yeah, he didn't like how it looked, so that poster never went into production. In the
No
end.
way.
It was a smaller one without that face in it.
It's dope, that face as well.
Yeah, I like it.
One for those that know. I know now, so I can write that. Sick.
There we are, it's a Medusa.
The Wizard
that's
of
a newer
Speed and
one.
Time,
I
yeah,
mean, it's
yeah.
not normally my thing, but again, it was a Medusa.
Lots of airbrushy stuff on there.
Yeah,
And,
I kind of let it go. It's not in the best of condition, however. It's got some rips at the top. But sometimes you see them, and if someone's trying to get £10 for it, you're like, oh, that's fine. I'll
to
just
take it. What's
It's
on? We didn't. What's on there? Is
nothing
it?
on the
No,
other
on
side
the
there,
side.
so you're right there.
An original Pulp Fiction.
Original Pulp Fiction VHS poster. And you mentioned kind of art type posters to go in home.
Weird
So
spamming
the
them.
Rocketeer.
Oh, Rocketeer.
So a lot of people are buying the quad of this now because it's just nice. To
Just
go
a nice
into
quad.
any
It's a film as well that's like
of it.
got a lot of merch in the last few years, like reaction release figures of it and stuff. You see noddy heads and things.
Not normally my sort of thing.
Yeah. Graveyard Shift again.
So we're on to Medusas now. Yeah. So
Mad-
that's a proper UK. I've got a German version as well, but like you say, the UK version is what everyone wants.
Mad thing as well is like that Graveyard Shift poster and the other one, they look like two completely different movies, don't
Yeah.
they?
That,
some
I think,
Jell-O
is a
glove.
Casaro, top of my head. I think it is, yeah. It's a Renato Casaro, that one.
Has that been in a window as well? But look at it.
It has, yeah. But it's the only one I've ever seen.
Mm.
So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you got to do it.
I'm not going to let it go. But this is one of the ones I got out of my friend's collection. You know, when I sent you the 70
Yeah.
pictures that I had. And then you've got Circle Man.
Circle Man.
Which again, when you go with the two names, I've got another version of that. In
Vernon
so-
Wells.
Oh, right.
No way. Yeah. We've not seen that film. But we like Vernon. Like a bare knuckle boxing prison-y one. And like a bit of Yodak
Proper
Judd.
dad film, that.
Yeah, dad film, proper dad film. Killing machine.
It's a lovely poster.
So many blues, isn't there?
Mm.
Electric blue. Need to make sure I'm getting close-ups of shit, because good to
When I
intercut.
talk about having, I've got two of those ones.
Yeah, two of them as well.
I've got two of these prime risks as
Oh,
well.
look at that, love it.
It's funny, as you mentioned, sometimes you can't find the poster for Love and when all of a sudden
You get a
someone
few.
will say, oh, there's two here, do you want two? Yeah, go on then.
I literally done an episode about it recently on my Toy Talks where I spent years trying to get this purple people eater whole toy. It's like a mad like jelly monster that eats little toys from like 70s. Yeah, spent years trying to find one and then paid like quite a bit for one that had a bit missing.
Yeah.
And then within a week later, paid 20 quid for one in box with alt bits. Yeah. And I'd spent all my life wanting it. Like I had found it in garden of a house we rented when I was a little kid and that didn't even know what it were until like 20 years later. Or like 15 years later, and then like another 20 years or something before I'd, 15 years before I'd fucking even figure out what it were. You have to go so close just to work out it's not a photograph, because it's so well done. It's such an underrated art. It's like my favourite art and I love art, like I love comic book art and stuff, but my favourite art is movie poster art, and it's so underrated. And like nowadays, they just don't make it like that. They'll just Photoshop a picture, won't they? Like, it's such an underrated art form, man.
Similar again. The education.
Look at that. That almost looks like they're inspired by Mad Max cover, like Thunderdome and stuff. Like later on, where it's just like that desert. Yeah. Colours lay out the face in the background. Power, sex, money. All the things that make a treacherous film. Look at this. Sour grapes.
I've had a lot of people very interested in this.
Yeah, I can see. It's just a dope one, isn't it? Look at the side boob with a baby on the back drinking beer and shit. It's fucking gnarly.
Again, like a lot of the films, AKA, there's another name for this film. It'll come to me in a bit, but it's like everyone's Sour Grapes isn't the original name for it.
We get so Police Academy and all this shit as well. How can I help? You can help by not being too hot. I sometimes have for my lights like a little cooling pad that you like put in your pillow to go to sleep when it's hot, but I just lay my lights on them for a minute, my LED lights, and they just like cool it down. The device is too hot. We're going to have to get him on them cameras. Right, let me grab that camera, Ben. Some nice shots of this. If at any point it looks too dark, then just whack it up on that. If it don't go over like at 2000, then it'll start to get grey in here. But
I've never seen it collect.
I have a guy that I know collects a lot of Medusas now, and we've both got one.
oh really?
Yeah, he's got one and I've got the other. And it's funny that the day I bought mine, he said, "Oh, what have you got in your collection?" I showed him it, and he went, "Oh, I've just bought one off eBay." And he paid like 900 quid.
Did he?
For the one he bought.
Fuck,
I got
man.
mine for 100.
No way.
Look
Look at that fucking arm. They're so interchangeable as well, the layouts, you know what I mean? Like, you could literally stick head on that, different head, different name, and it'd work for that movie, because it's like such a... It's almost like a tried and tested style in it that they just use. Yeah, I like this.
I don't know what's on the other side. Oh, yeah.
Frankenhooker, Frank Henenlotter,
There's
classic.
a lot of interest in that one.
Yeah, I bet there is. Wicked movie as well. I met Frank Henenlotter as well. He's a really cool guy. He made Basket Case and brain damage and shit, didn't he?
Still one of the creepiest films I've ever seen.
Basket Case, yeah. The VHS for this, if you can ever get it, it talks.
What is it?
Yeah, it has you press it with her and she says words from, like, phrases from the film. It's like the only talking VHS ever. Yeah. Dope.
This shows you when you mentioned some of the German ones. So these
look at
are
this
a
weird
German
shit.
version. So I've got the UK version of this as well.
What film is it?
Oh, I'll tell you when we get to the UK version. Yeah. You know what I've got? When you've got so much, sometimes it's hard to remember. Bug me now till we find it.
I'm like that with Toyline. Someone will message me and go, "What Toyline is this?" And I'm like, "I know it," and I'll be up for fucking hours till I think about it. I'll stress myself. The Dead of Night, an easy name to forget. Yeah, let's get it.
Side by side. But sometimes if you can't find the UK one, but you see a German one, you'll buy the German one.
Yeah.
Until you find the UK one.
Yeah, I mean, you might just be happy just to have one. You don't really mind if it's. I take it that you want because you've got them all as English now. You want them all.
Ideally, I want the English ones, but they're just so hard to come by. They're getting harder and harder now as well. I think you mentioned you went to that warehouse, didn't you? With that guy.
Yeah.
And he was saying that they're
He
hard.
sold all his Medusas pretty much when I got there. Because as soon as I said, "Have you got any Medusas?" and he goes, "I've sold loads." Look at that, sick. Yeah, he said he'd sold so many Medusas recently.
I think they've come in all of a sudden, and now everyone wants them. It's the artwork, isn't it?
Yeah.
The 80s artwork is stunning.
Like, I'd love to get in touch with that guy again that I took them off before, because he had so many. I mean, I took some of his good ones, but he didn't even know what he had. He just like must have bought a load 30 years ago in a big box and just like not even looked in it.
Yeah, the guy I had them off, like I say, had a VHS store.
Get some close-ups of this, Matt Bench, because my phone's run out again.
Filled his house
There's
with
some
posters.
bad boys. Oh, did the guy you got them off?
Yeah. Sorry, what, you missed one?
Oh, the Wraith!
Oh,
Fucking
yeah,
classic! Yeah, not a lot of people know that either. Charlie Sheen, who plays like some mad like wraith robot, fucking spirit car driver with a shotgun. He's so cool. I know a guy who just he collects VHS. You might know him from forums and that. He's Charlie, and he's got like 50 different copies of the Wraith on VHS. There's so many different versions of it. Oh, that's on back of there. Yeah, that's mint. Look, yeah, that's super airbrush style. You can see the airbrush style.
But they're getting harder and harder to come.
Yeah.
A quad for that.
Well,
not so
the Wraith is such a popular movie now. Like it's become like ironically popular.
So these are the ones that.
Rolling Vengeance. Check that shit. Let's have a hold it up.
More rarer to find.
Got the VHS for that, haven't you?
I have, yeah. So there's about 6 different versions of this. But the US version hasn't got the people in the front, it's just got the car.
Just the car.
This is by far the best version of the poster, and that's another nice one.
Booby trap, yeah, of course, man. Fucking sick. Look at this guy, a whole calculator on his arm.
Get a shot of that Medusa bit. Oh, so when you're mentioning it.
Yeah. It's not a macro, so you might have to go. I can punch in if it's.
Does anybody want to have a drink or anything, guys?
I'll have a Coke if there's one. Yeah,
cool.
that's alright, bro.
Just keep going for it then, guys.
Nice one.
Savage Streets next. Just to close.
Yeah, let me get it. I'll get it.
Do anything next? No, right.
Here we go. Got it. There's only 12 minutes left on this card. We're hammering through them. Another one. He's just got so much in it. So
Yeah. What I'm trying to do is get loads of shots where, where you're leaning over looking.
Yeah.
He's talking or getting them out, and
yeah.
because I know how you make your videos. You'll be talking over loads.
But definitely focus more on the posters than me talking if it's going to come to like between us running out of card space because this is what we're here for. I can talk after and cut in. Yeah, definitely. Look at this one here. Savage Streets. Roll on this bad boy. Yeah, Linda Blair and Linnea Quigley. Yeah, it's like a rape revenge. Classic rape revenge. Yeah, it's a sick movie though. Some like street punk crossbow revenge shit dressed in leather. Yeah, that's a banger now.
If you're into collecting Medusa, that's like the pinnacle.
That's the top one. Yeah, that's the one where you said your friend paid a few hundred for one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Savage Streets. We almost had her at HorrorCon before as well, Linda Blair.
That's right.
Just keep me out of the way if I get in the way, it's fine.
No, I'll just move around it. It's fine.
Linda Blair is back in. Yeah, my sister loves this film. She always off that poster.
So the guy that got me into collecting has got every single Savage Streets poster you could think of.
Oh really? Is like his favourite film?
I'm surprised I got this one off of him, to be fair. But he knew how many Medusas I had, and he was like, "It's fine. It's fine." But yeah, he absolutely loves it. He's got quite a lot of her clothing as well from some of her.
Oh really?
He's
He's
met
that
her
much
several
into it?
times.
Yeah.
He's got a wad like that of all the people he's met and all the signatures.
He's them guys.
He's got a bigger collection than me, but on slightly different things.
I never gauged how much people were into it until we started. I working at HorrorCon, and it's like insane what people bring. Like so much. Like other day, like Nick Frost and Malcolm McDowell, they're like 40 quid a sign, and people bring like fucking so much stuff. They're so into it. It's not something I've ever been that into, getting stuff signed. I like to get a picture with him and an interview on that, but I'm not. Yeah. They'll sign me something for free. I'll go, yeah, I'll have something. Like if they're like, do you want a still? But
just to meet them, isn't it?
Yeah. Just to just to shake their hand and transfer a bit of that energy over, so they feel a bit of that power. Like especially Ray Harryhausen when I met him, like that were like, fucking he was like in his 90s then.
I need to get out to events.
Yeah.
Finding time. I've got 2 young kids as well.
Oh, be really, yeah.
5 and a 7-year-old. So
oh yeah, you said about school, yeah.
Weekends are kind of for that, and I'm trying to get time to come out here and then find a collection and buy
yeah.
buy stuff as well. Just trying to pull it all together. You can do it. You can absolutely do it.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I don't ever want kids or nothing. I just dedicate my time full time to like just doing the fun shit. Yeah.
So that's a stunner because that's a new dimension.
I fucking love this.
So there's a couple I've got that are new dimension. That and Master Blaster.
Okay.
So I've got the original Master Blaster painting as well, but that and Master Blaster new dimension. So Medusa and new dimension. all the other way around.
I always wanted the playing cards from this film. Like they find those mad trading cards in the film. They're like huge, like A5 size trading cards for each one of these characters.
Yeah.
They're like inside a bull's skull. And I thought it'd be sick to like, have them if they ever released them. They never finish the movie. It just ends. The film just ends like abruptly.
The funny thing was, the guy he just had that rolled up in with a load of other like what you class as like £1-2 posters.
Really?
And I was like, yeah, I'll have that one.
100%.
They don't know what they start on though, do they? You know what I mean?
No,
It's
they
like
don't.
To get it out there and that. Like look at stuff that people get from house clearances and things, you know what I mean? Like, there's gold mines everywhere. Like,
Oh yeah, it's just finding them, isn't it? It's not quite like the States where everyone's got massive estates. You've got the States is different, isn't it? They've got 10 generations in one house. Yeah, it's
Yeah, they really have. Yeah, you're right. They are like that in
so
America.
we've got American pickers and stuff like that. I think they're probably a little bit easier than trying to do it in the UK. But it all comes from talking to people like you mentioned, the VHS clubs and stuff like that. Sometimes it's difficult to kind of connect with those guys sometimes.
Yeah, for real.
you get your like your elites and your gatekeepers trying to like.
Right, gatekeeper. Yeah, you get real bad in Toy World.
Mm.
This is a dope one as well. Wizards of the Lost Kingdom.
Oh, it's another prime risk, I suppose.
Is it, bro? No worries. Whack it off and I'll change car after we've done this draw. I should have really brought my laptop and then we could have transferred footage over in. So I didn't even gauge how much shit you've got, to be fair. I knew you had a lot. I said to these, I was like, he's got a lot of stuff, but there's a difference between like...
Anytime you're welcome back, right? So
yeah, I appreciate it, man.
And do it again, that's fine. But yeah, I remember this film as a kid, the big white.
Yeah.
I can't forget it.
And you look at these and they've got like... they had to make the title pink just to counter it a little. It looks like you, Judd. He's been knocked the fuck out. Oh, so cool, man. And that's with Vernon Wells.
Yeah.
We need to watch this film. I've never seen it.
So,
Franco Columbo. The Manfire. They're a lot more manageable though at this size, aren't they, the posters?
yeah, they're easy if you're going to frame them.
Yeah, to frame and... Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think with these, you'd perspex them.
Yeah.
2 bits of perspex on a wall, and you'd have them in a row.
You'd be good with one of those, like with having HMV with posters like in a rack where you can pull them through like that. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? No, if a couple of them shop fit style, that'd be wicked, because then you could have a good 100 just like that.
Yeah.
The English is at the bottom.
Yeah, and it's smaller as well on the UK
A
ones.
bit smaller, yeah.
The back of here you've got, so that's
Oh, look at that.
that's a Claudio, who you obviously see with the C.
Yeah.
Pizarro. It's another one by his son.
Jesus, man. That's so cool with eagle. It's like a buzzard, isn't it? It's too small for an eagle. It's like a kestrel. Like ear kest. This is a beautiful one.
So these are quite hard, really hard to come by. Anything Amazon or...
Yeah, I've got that. Same artist.
Yeah, so they're both Boris's.
Not the poster, I've got the movie on VHS, but again, do you know, like, if you're talking about like the best artists like ever, like we're like talking about like this guy's name won't even get thrown around, but look how fucking good he was at the form. Like you talk about Frazetta and shit, but this guy to me is just as good.
He still paints today.
Does he?
Him and his wife, they paint together. And I've spoken to him a couple of times.
No way, that's fucking beautiful. That.
Tried to see if he had the original, unfortunately he doesn't. It's long gone.
Of the arm.
Gotta ask, haven't you?
Yeah.
It almost looks like John Carter or armor or something. Barbarian Queen. That's fucking beautiful.
Sorry. Only 3 minutes left on this.
Is there? Yeah. Well, I think priority camera is that one rather than the GoPro thing.
I can do yours back. But I'll help you actually.
I've got a couple cards, so.
So I think
Yeah, mate. So every time you're going to pull it, I'm taking another picture.
That's fine.
There's just some that just need that good coverage, don't they?
So I'm not sure what's on the back.
Oh, we
On
could
the
put
hat.
that.
So yeah.
Oh, right. So
So
is
this
it?
is your difference. So that's a German. That's a
Yeah.
UK. So no, yeah. But obviously this one, I've never ever seen another one of them ever. Yeah, I've
Fucking art,
talked to
innit,
a
man?
lot of people that have those collections, and I've never seen another one.
And it's like, yeah, again, the
So-
what's your problem? Like, have you? Because you said you collect a bit as well. Like, what have you?
Mine's just more random stuff though.
Is it? It's
Places.
not
You've got
quite.
a lot of LPs, haven't you? Yeah, a lot of various.
So you're not into movie posters? Is that?
I'm a little bit, but Let's say you've run
Yeah.
on there.
You've got about 60 original posters.
Which
They're
is more than
excellent
which
posters.
is more than me, so you got a bit of a problem.
Yeah, that was me just getting carried away at an auction, wasn't it?
So this is where you see where they doubled them up, but then on the other side,
Yeah.
you've got a full box of basket case on the other side of this one. This isn't. I just like this poster, to be fair. I like that.
Yeah.
And again, it's a
Terence Hill.
Cesaro, so Renata Cesaro, it's 87.
Such a nice layout.
Mm.
I have some footage to go through, aren't I, when I look through all this footage
Now
back?
this one, the reason I like this one is because if you can see where Renata Cesaro signed it, that's why I like this one.
God, we
Let me know when you spot it.
What did you say? Sorry,
Where he signed it, where his name is on the poster.
is it on here? Oh no, that's in there. There,
Yeah.
on his gun. Yeah,
Which is
clever.
quite unusual, because
Yeah.
you've seen all the other ones where they're signed. It's quite unusual to see him signing one actually on the gun.
Well, when I sign my stuff, sometimes there's a nice little excuse to fit it somewhere like that because you think it's going to ruin it doing it at the bottom, but I can hide it somewhere, do you know, like that, like
Yeah.
in the cigarettes or something. Let me get a list. Not that my stuff's on any fucking level like this, but when I do it, I can hide it in the number plate of a car or something, you know, rather than like, especially if you're doing like a t-shirt design where they don't necessarily want your signature on it, it's about the design of the movie.
It's a US type version, but I think it's a German poster. Pretty sure it is when I got it. So there's a guy in Germany that has tons of these types
Oh, look at this, Deathstalker. Fucking great film. So I swear a lot, I don't like your kids to running or something.
I know that. They won't be home for a while. It's right.
It's not in a malicious way, I just get excited. Where we're from, fucking is every other word. I'm going to fucking shop.
You can leave that out if you want. If you want to get a photo of that with the painting.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, let's do that. I'll put it with these. What's this, like Red Sonja and shit? I didn't see that.
That's just a VHS. This one I pulled out at the start. More than welcome to have a look at that.
Yeah. Everywhere I look, there's something dope to look at.
So you saw the one that was faded. This is the German version. Obviously not faded. I think in Germany they've not cottoned on yet that these have some sort of value. They're very easy to come by.
Really?
They are very easy to come by. If you just literally change on eBay, change to Germany, go and have a look. There's a few people on there that have quite a big volume. Probably not now because I've been in and taken.
Got in and rinsed it, purged them all. It was once a
time.
time.
Yeah.
About 4 years ago. Dope.
And then I picked this up off the guy.
Classic.
The VHS.
My favourite film ever, Man Warriors. Die Warriors.
Obviously, a lot of people want that poster.
Yeah. So how old is that one? Because it's easy to get like a repro of that exact poster, isn't it? But this is folded old Die Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's original. I couldn't tell you the year, if I'm honest.
We went to a Warriors convention. They had one in like Birmingham a few years ago where they had like pretty much, not all the Warriors, but a load of them there, and like, it was cool. They had all original vests and stuff. Got my picture with Swan from Warriors and stuff, it was wicked. And they had the film screening, and me and my mate were watching it. It was like 4 of us went, we were all right into it. And we were like quoting every line and laughing and just like buzzing off it, and you could see people like, ugh. Like, oh fucking hell, we're all here to watch Warriors. You can't quote it. You can't go, can you count suckers? That's why I'm never going to get to do it. Oh, it's my guy. I've just been looking after him.
Okay,
Julian Sands. Yeah, that's wicked. Warlock.
So it's a newer version of Medusa. So when the
And
newer
how
ones,
fucking Highlander does it look?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the newer ones you see with the logo, so the logo changed to red and blue, more of a
You'll get this, Ben,
Indian
because
style
my
logo as opposed to that old one with
my
Medusa's
phone's-
head on it.
So it's a newer one. Could they
That's
change the
it's a
name?
newer poster because they changed the logo. I mean, Medusa's actually still going.
See, when you go too close, it'll start to blur. You can probably have it about there. See that? That's nice. Yeah. And I can punch in because it's 4K. So yeah, we've just been looking after Julian Sands. Yeah, it's so Highlander like that. That exact picture is like the classic Highlander. That's Richard E. Grant. Warlock. Yeah, full on. Very Highlander with that film, isn't it? Definitely like off the back of Highlander, like warlocks in modern day New York fighting immortals and shit. Harry's Saturn.
The German one.
Harry's Shatten. Look at the gun.
It makes sense in Germany.
It's this that like it's not even about that for me. It's just about like this burning house. How they painted that burning house is so fucking dope.
The score pump.
Yeah, and then score pump action. Wicked. What's this next one? Ghost Chase.
Ghost Chase.
Yeah, that's what he had when we was in. That's the one. A few Medusas he had left, weren't it? Ghost Chase.
It is a bit more common. They're relatively easy.
I've got that on VHS as well.
Across. But again, it's one you just have to have.
Phone Lewis. Who's Lewis then?
I think that's the guy in the film. I'm not
Oh,
sure
I didn't know if it
for the film.
Right, yeah, of course it is. I'm thinking, is that like the dude who puts the poster in the window like my mate?
Some of the old video posters do have the address of the video store on them, but not many.
Yeah, that's what I thought it might have.
But yeah, that's actually film related.
Because that's such a good painting. It's almost like an architectural drawing. It's so like precise.
I think when you see the Keith Wilson stuff, you'd be quite impressed with his drawing.
I'm gearing myself up for it.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I didn't realise who he was until I started researching it for them. But yeah, Black Moons.
Last one. Ooh, focus, motherfucker. Yeah, I love it. John Carpenter.
Tommy Lee Jones as well.
And Hightower.
Yeah.
And
Linda
Linda Hamilton. What film is this? John Carpenter made a film called Black Moon that I've not seen.
I've not seen it either, to be fair. Again,
Maybe he produced it or something.
The car was what pulled it to me.
I know John Carpenter, I know him, I've seen all this shit, I've never even heard of this. I have to do some digging. Might be like someone who happened to have the same name as John Carpenter or something, like Bruce Lee.
So,
Hollywood Vice Squad.
yeah, I'll go first. That's your better version of China.
Okay.
See the difference?
Yeah.
So that's like your pristine.
So that's the one that's
version.
not sun bleached. Look how
Yeah.
nicer it looks.
And that's from the guy.
There's always a building exploding in the background, painted in the same way. Is that another? Yeah, that's another Casaro.
Yeah. A lot of them were, to be fair. A lot of the Medusas were either him or Scioti.
I think Casaro has a little bit of a rougher style, and Scioti is like a little bit more airbrush refined, a little bit more. I think that's pretty much like the only way to really tell the difference, because they've got such a similar style. Some arty guy will tell you there's loads of different ways, but like as me as looking at them as just from my eyes, that's what I see different. It's really hot. Yeah, mate, you got a good one of that anyway, Ben. Because camera's hot.
Use your Hollywood Vice Squad.
So I'll say who did this one.
I'm not sure on that one. I don't think it's a Casaro or
He'll have signed it there, and they'll have just put a fucking thing straight through his name, and no like credit on there. Do you know what I mean? Poster art by. Just didn't care. He's just a poster man to them. He just paints out posters. They don't need his name on it.
And there you go.
Oh, there we go. Atlantis Inferno. Look at that shit. That's the one. That is a beast. That's clearer than the other one as well. Because on the other one, that were really like, what's the word?
The other one was the Turkish version. This is a German version.
It was proper obscured by mist on the other one. Look at that shit. That bike's to fucking die for. Atlantis Inferno. They just re-released this recently. Are you into like the 88 films Blu-rays and stuff of these movies that you can get? Yeah. You think they've just re-released this? Well, about 8 months ago, on a right nice Blu-ray. But some of them, when they're upscaled so well, they start to look a bit like you can see the sellotape holding everything together, and it's like, oh, do you know what? I kind of just like the grainy old VHS version. So we've looked at the actual movie posters. These are the actual paintings of the movie posters. This is the thing that would go to print. Look at this shit. It's actually got. What's that? Is that like you just put on as like a proof to say this is where the text is going to go, just as like
so that's what the name of the film's likely to be, and then you might see a drop one in for who the production
I'm
might be.
prepare myself to see this.
Yep. So it's basically the notes from the designer at the time.
And what's crazy is when we're looking at them printed, they must almost have not a blur to them, but there's like something that like just makes them feel like flat and all as one. And like when you're seeing it like this up close, and you can see he's just gone in there with like an ink pen, like a biro and a little bit of that. That's crazy seeing it that close up me. I might switch to my finger, my little macro, yeah, because I want to see this stuff. Let's have a look at my own eyes first. Jeez, Scotty in person. Look at that balaclava, dude.
Your style all day long, not in it.
I wish, Judd. I wish I could. I wish I'd say yeah, but this guy is like.
I'm on about like this.
No, it's definitely my style that I would love to be able to do that good, but that's the next level. You can just see that the brush strokes back close. You can't appreciate. I mean, you can appreciate art, but there's a difference between seeing it, the original up close. What movie is this?
Ultimate Force.
Ultimate Force.
I think it says Ultimax Force.
Not to be confused with Ross Kemp Ultimate Force. That was Ultimate Force, wasn't it? Is that like a thing?
I thought you were going to say Ground Force.
No.
Alan Titchmarsh with a balaclava on.
Charles Dimmock with no bra.
I don't think she ever wore one anyway, did she?
No, that's funny.
Fucking hell, no. She still doesn't.
And this staircase here, it's just like focusing on one, like you've only got one.
No, they're not all Scotti or Kazara. I've only got one Scotti and one Kazara. Well, I've got another Scotti coming. The rest are different artists. Obviously, the Perseus is in here as well. I haven't got that.
Yeah, let's not too focus too much on one.
The guy just does architecture now. He only ever did one film. And I forget his
The
name.
director?
No, the guy that painted these. He does architecture on houses now, and his company's called New Age, and that's how he signed them.
Ah, so he just did these two posters.
Yeah.
His style reminds me of Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah. There's always some cars and buildings exploding. Who draws the best explosion? Who could have an explosion off? No way. What is this? Is this it's not like a thing you can peel off like that other one, is it?
No, it's not. I thought it became like that when I got them, so I kind of left them in it.
No, you do right. See how simple his buildings are. They're just literally like
Squares.
yeah, little squares. If I were doing that, I'd be overthinking it, thinking, oh, this is shit, I'm not doing it right. And then you look at someone like this who's a master, and you're like, yeah, do you know what? They literally just done some little squares, but it just works because they're that confident with it. Damn.
Not so many of these, but they take longer to look at.
Yeah, no, they do. You've got to like give them the respect they deserve, man. Flying through them, and on this one, he's painted the actual writing on it, like masked it off. You can see tiny little masking tape lines here. You do that as well, like when you're working on art and you're painting it, you're like making noises while you draw. Yeah, sound effects. Yeah, drawing good like. Oh, Western shit.
So for obvious reasons, these comics didn't make it to the UK.
Isn't it mad though, because you know, like Dandy and Beano, I can remember having I think it was Dandy annual, and there were a picture in that, or a woman in Bath, I think, one of the kids was like scared her out of Bath or something, and it went far like that. Yeah. She was covered with bubbles, you know what I mean?
It would have style then, weren't it? Johnny Bravo was always trying to nail chicks and that, innit? Johnny Bravo. It's just different times. I watched another day, Johnny Bravo is like, there's a chick on a plane and it's like, I don't know, in emergency, like pulls a cord and this like sexy clown chick like bounces out of her box and then takes her in toilet and puts it to vacant and that. It's different times, man. Look at this here, this guy swinging a punching this dude, and she's like, oh my. Look at it. Oh wow. Oh, so this we can look at.
Yeah, you can look at them, go through them, get them out, have a look. It's fine.
You're getting this, Bence. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful, man. And it's like acrylics and watercolours, I think, maybe a mix, or maybe just acrylics, or... Oops, yeah, or maybe not acrylics. I'm not good enough of a painter to know, but I know it's not an oil.
So the guy
it's a fast-drying paint.
The guy I got these off of is the guy in Switzerland, and he and his friend got about 300 of these, out of film works in Germany when they shut down.
So these are the movies that they made there.
Some of the films.
Lots of like soft
you said,
porny stuff.
Some of them are. Some of them aren't. I mean, there's Gorillas in Pink Lace there, which is just a.
And these are like you don't even need to know what they're from.
No.
I think it's almost like it's more of a charm not knowing what they're from and that there's no title on it, and it's just an insane piece of art. And like I said earlier, like I feel bad holding this shit. You don't mind me holding it like that, do you? Because
look, I want people to enjoy it as much as I do. To be fair, I want to.
This is the fucking original, man. It's it's not a print. Look at the sheen on the canvas is used. Yeah, she's got dope hair. Look at this guy, Blue Oyster style. Stop recording again, isn't it? Why does it do that? It's getting so hot. What phone have you got? Can you get some on your phone and maybe do that? Just as a little switch. Then again, it's pissing about sending it to me, isn't it? I mean, don't bother yet, actually.
What's mine set up?
It's an effort then.
How long did it take to get a couple of hours?
It's about 2 hours.
Yeah,
It was minor, weren't it? Where you'd put the title.
It's mad, isn't it, when they don't get the proportions quite right on some of them.
Yeah, but that it does. It has a charm.
Yeah, I like
Just
the
looking
prison
at
break
that.
one was his words to me.
Oh, is that what he said? Yeah.
One,
Where it looks like it's
Look at the outpost. I like drawing outposts.
See that in tattooing quite a bit.
What?
With the proportions and stuff. In like Japanese tattooing, it's if they make mistakes, they leave them in.
Yeah.
Because it's like
It's part of the story.
part of the story of it, yeah.
No.
I don't think that one was in a sleeve, by the
No,
way.
it wasn't
Was it
like
not?
this one. No, it wasn't.
What else is there to see after these? Just some like
So
preparing
there's-
camera space and
well,
stuff.
There's a Renato to see, the Master Blaster Renato.
One picture though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One painting, and then there's,
like you-
there's 3 hang ones, but obviously one's the.
Okay, cool. So like one, so I can afford to spend a bit of time filming these ones. Then
Yeah,
it's not like, oh yeah, there's
yeah,
another
that's
4 drawers of
No,
fucking
no, no,
originals
no,
and stuff.
There's only really them in there, and then it's.
Get this shit, man.
Then it's rare video posters after that, really, or video posters I've got. Just need to be cool.
Yeah, alright, do. Look at this shit. All that you leave you feel inspired to draw when I get home and start drawing.
This is what inspires me anyway. Like, I love that, always love that style. You know.
You love this Army Leaf, do you know them like? I'll take a photo
That's
with
what
this for him
style I
actually.
want to do that on.
Let me take a
that picture.
let me get this.
That orange and red is sick.
So good, isn't it? And
Yeah.
do you know like the colours don't pop on the posters like they do on here. You think they do, but then you see it in person, you're like, oh no, they pop so much more on.
It's not very often I get it all out, to be honest, because as you can tell, it takes some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice just to have an excuse to get it out, innit?
Yeah.
A little can of Coke to fortify me for next lot. Oh.
Yeah, send you another iCloud link with loads of photos on. It's generally what I do to him as well.
Yeah, big load. That's why I'm like, it's like, bro, I can't even look. I can't even take all this shit in. There's so much. You're like pressured now to mention your artist and look after your artist and things. There's like stories of 2000 AD, like when it leaked once, there was a flood and they were just like mopping it up with artwork on the floor and stuff and walking on it. Because it would have seen as a, how's this going? Make it scarier. Yeah, make it scarier. Oh, it's a bit too scary. Not as scary. Yeah, not make it scarier. Or they'll like, I don't know, they'll send like a photo of a girl and they'll be like, oh, make her look a bit more tougher. Because I'll put a little cut on her face. Like, what do you want to put a bit like dark, smoky eye makeup? Make her look a bit of a more badass chick.
Tattoos all over his face.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson tattooing on the eye.
Man, there's just so much to go through. It's just endless. Look.
That's
Some
just where the
stuff.
paper's
Oh, is it?
That's all that is, yeah, that's all one.
We're saying as well, like how different the colours pop. Like you think they pop on the poster, but it's not until you see them on the original that you're like, oh yeah, no, they pop so much better on here.
So that one, obviously, the film comes up, and then you can see the paint underneath.
What's
the
that?
one
Sorry.
you're looking at, the film, obviously, you take it up, pull it up, and have a look.
Ah,
Yeah, it's,
look at them
The
buildings.
difference just taking the film off.
But look how
and
fucking crisp his buildings are. It's like pure pop art, that right?
That's amazing.
And the diamond. Oof.
It's got all that geometrically perfect. I mean, didn't even notice that those eyes and that face there behind the diamond.
Pulling this out. almost like a deadbeat at dawn or something. Look at that, what it's painted on as well. Like,
It's like canvas, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, but
the
like-
others- the others on card.
but just with all hangover and stuff.
Mm.
That's a gnarly painting as well. A gnarly style.
It's got a bit of an old school tattoo style to it, hasn't it?
It's got
Old
some.
tattoo flash
Yeah.
art.
Yeah, I was.
Battery exhausted. Best change it then, eh? Exhausting all my batteries and cards. This is what in Japan, every day I was going to a vendor and buying the new card because there was so much to film.
Can't wait to show my nieces this episode just so I can prove I don't have a problem.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I collect football shirts. I've got
Okay.
loads. You don't even wear them. I know I don't. It cost me 350 quid. I'm not going to wear that. Couldn't find it anywhere.
Is it like signed as well, or just?
I've got some signed, but
Yeah.
I generally just collect the shirts.
No.
But I wear them most of the time. I buy to wear.
Yeah.
But it's overheating. I like finding, I like the really shit old fakes they used to have, where it'd just say like Man United and have a Liverpool badge. I'll buy them, mate.
Oh, that's not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bootlegs
It's like
is big.
bootleg stuff,
In
like
Toy
that.
World especially, bootlegs are huge. Like, the bootleg He-Man figures, worth more than the original He-Man figures. Yeah, yeah, bootleg weird ones. That again come from some little shitty factory in Mexico, or the ones that people want over the actual real ones.
It's mad how you find these things as well, because like when you're talking about how people are finding things, and it doesn't matter what you collect or what you're into, there's similar stories.
Yeah, yeah, of course there is. And similar understanding. Even
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
I don't understand coin collecting, but I understand collecting, so I can
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
it. You've got to have the hard to find one, and there'll be different
Yeah,
variants of it, and someone like, wait, it's same coin. I go, yeah, but it's a variant, and
Yeah, it's
I understand
mad.
it.
It's the misminted stuff you want in the coins, the ones they've minted incorrect.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Like
big
the
in
newer
Star Wars
coins,
world.
they're the ones that really hold their value. And
You-
obviously, coins are quite simple though. If it's gold, if it's silver, that's where the value is, right?
It's
And
not
that's-
as simple as that though, is it?
yeah.
Because it's obviously like you said, there's like, you might have like certain coins made out of certain base metals and that have got a value. Slightest little impurity on something, it just takes it to skyrocket.
So explain to me again, because I was filming that, I wanted to concentrate properly on what you were saying about. So that wouldn't have actually wrote it.
No, so they put a bit of cardboard on it with a name of who was actually going to produce the
Oh,
the
so- and it
film,
could have
but
changed.
it might have
Right,
changed at a
right.
later stage. So I've got some video posters like that they never actually went out because they changed to a different company when they actually went live.
So it's like
to
cut and paste,
yeah,
pre-cut and
so they
paste.
shoved that in and then they could have took it out.
No way, man. Such a completely different style to what we've been looking at as well. Feels like very traditional, like I can see this on like Risk or something, like an old Risk game, that kind of artwork.
Saw some old Errol Flynn, what's his name, Errol Flynn.
Aaron Flynn.
Okay.
And what's this on? So
Card,
is
yeah,
it
it's on
painted
proper board.
straight onto card, or is it mounted on a
That's
piece of
proper-
card?
Proper board.
So it's just painted on board.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
And what year's that?
it's going to be 60s.
Yeah.
64 or 5, off the top of my head.
Proper swashbuckling
Yeah.
era.
Same sort of thing.
Oh, look at
same
this.
artist.
Is this? Oh, no question. On Saturday, it just looked Korean or something with that like kind of font.
But again, you can see they've took the thing off here.
Yeah, again. Are you back soon? Am I fuck? Alas. Not just yet. Some like comedy thing.
It's almost carry on type stuff.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Very. I mean, I know it's a World War II piece, isn't it? But even the style of the artwork looks very much of that era, like Norman Rockwell.
Yeah. So this is the one Chase is after.
This is what he's after. Let's see.
With it for him.
So this is what Chance wants,
He does.
and it's
Oh, cool.
so him as well. Do you know, like when I see the art, it's so Chance. Fuck me! Look at that.
This is against the monsters.
That's unbelievable. I think they like caked it on as well, but they're so perfect. It doesn't matter. They can just bang it on. They know exactly where they're putting it. He's burning the fucking monster's mouth with a torch, and they got this like Medusa Cyclops Look at that. I'm not surprised he wants that. So, like off camera, like what is that worth? Like, how much does this kind of thing go for off camera?
I would imagine that's probably about £1,000.
Really?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You can't put a price, like you could have said 10 grand and I'd been like, yeah, I get it. Do you know what I mean? Whether
I think about £1,000 is fair. I mean, ultimately sometimes it's what someone's willing to pay for. But I wouldn't sell that. That's the thing. I'll probably. It's going to take me a long time to
nail to your coffin.
Yeah. I didn't really want to let the other one go, but I saw his passion for what it was after.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine, fair enough.
Oh man.
It's one of them as well, isn't it? You've got to live with it either way, aren't you? You know what I mean? If you get rid of it,
Yeah.
and you've already been through it,
Yeah.
can you live with that feeling?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you've probably seen I struggle to let stuff go.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
It's like painted in such a blocky, like panelled style.
So nice.
Like he just knows exactly where he's putting his orange on this tentacle. Like he knows exactly. It's like he's almost like not even. He's painted the black around it because he knows where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Fuck man. Look at that. I take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture and go. Just bought this off my mate. What do you think it's worth out? Is it stuck down on the thing, or is it just tape on back there? I don't want to
turn it over.
I don't want to take a picture of me bench with this.
Just have to hold it
Yeah.
back on it, mate. But
He'll love that.
have you ever seen one of these before?
Yeah, yeah.
Just bought it
So I'll
for
send
a
it him
tenner.
now while
Just
I'm
bought
on.
it for a tenner.
I'll send it while I'm on phone. We might get a reply from him. You go, you motherfucker.
I'll send him one of my bullies.
He makes them as well, doesn't he?
I just put something in that and just put any good with a question mark. Yeah, he makes toys. He's got a toy factory. His toy stuff's popping, but back to filming. Is this the last one out of this lot?
Just the Kazara next. That is the last one out of this drawer, yeah.
Oh, you on that, aren't you? I'm thinking it was on what camera? Passing them round. So what's underneath this then?
So
We've got to say goodbye to the bad boy.
okay.
It's even more like suspense, you know, he's got them like between card, you don't see till he brings them out. Oh shit, so this is the Master Blaster original.
So this is the original
Fuck, man.
Master Blaster Kazara.
No way. Yeah, the colours don't pop, do they, like they do on the poster? So we pull the poster out, that's the original there, look next to it. No competition, is it? Do you know what I mean? Look at those colours, it's not even close. Had that been in the window a little bit as well?
Probably
Do you
a
think?
little bit,
Yeah,
I
it's a little
imagine,
bit. Who cares when you've got the original? See, when you've got the original, to me, like, surely nothing else matters at that point. It don't matter.
No,
If
no, exactly.
you've got it,
But
it don't matter. So it's a bit somebody. You've got the original here. Fuck, man. And this camera doesn't pick it up as like how it should be. I'm a bit speechless. Get one next.
It's the water. The pop's so well.
Swamp water.
Compared to the poster, the difference.
Yeah.
get the writing over it as well, don't you? It takes away from
It takes away from it, yeah.
Yeah, that were a group I joined on Facebook, and it was original movie poster art. And I posted some of my photos on it, and they removed them all. They're like, this group is, but not like in a nice way, like, oh, sorry, mate, you don't understand it. Like in a shitty way, like, this is just for movie posters that don't have artwork on. Don't matter if you got the picture off Google, but it couldn't have the writing on it. It could only be the original. Oh, sorry, I just thought we were talking posters. There's like 50 people in group, do you know what I mean? And I think you're that elitist. Get laser in his gun. I fucking love it, man. That is such a price piece. Have you got like plans to frame that or anything?
do.
Yeah, it needs it, doesn't it?
So that's the first painting I bought.
The
That's
first
how
one.
so I've converted
That
those
kick-started
from
it. That was the
posters to
gateway
painting.
drug.
So now I'm onto paintings as well.
It's all part of the same parcel, though, isn't it? Let's be right.
Paintings just take a lot longer because they're a lot more expensive.
A painting
It's
of a
once
movie
6 month
poster.
buy or once a year buy. It's not a posters you can pick up. Also, it's just finding them that's the problem. When you say about the poster, you've got the painting, you want the poster, but that poster's just as hard to find. Obviously,
As the painting.
It's hard to find. So yeah, I don't think I let it go. Although saying that, I have had another masterclass that I did let that go to.
Really?
Who also
Yeah,
collected
another
picture posters.
collector. It's just mad just seeing one. I've never seen one of his up close original. I mean, who will have? Do you know what I mean? It's going to be not many people that will have.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time looking at it.
Yeah, thank you. I feel like privileged in it to be able to have a look at it, man. It means a lot. Sick. So now we just got the video poster book
So
to
the
go.
video poster draw and then your
Then we're done.
key forks and stuff. Yeah, I mean, Retaliate is a nice one. Retaliate with a young Paul Walker in it. Which people don't realise.
And Canal I was looking at last night. Oh no, Sandor Bergman from. I thought it was.
I thought it was Pam Grier.
Yeah, I thought it was Pam Grier. Yeah, Sandor Bergman from Conan. Sudden Death, great film. That underrated. Oh, we was on about that here. Yeah, we was on about Thunder in Paradise here. Yeah, we were just talking about that. It was like the TV movie version or something because it was a series, wasn't it?
That's the film, innit?
Was it a film first?
Yeah,
Oh.
film first and then a series.
Look at that Brandon Lee, Blood Moon. Look at that. 2 ways of getting brain dead. That's a mental poster.
I think I've got another one of them in the overspill. Pretty sure I have.
In the overspill. Put my phone back on. I've hammered the memory card on this phone today. Sheffield Classic, that when Saturday comes, yeah, he's about him joining Sheffield United. You know that one, don't you?
Yeah.
Proper CGI done, right? Look at that. Head just thrown onto it.
Yeah.
Cousin owns
Lens
a
flare.
chippy, and they sell all the stuff like Sean Bean.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Dishes and that.
Striptease Classic.
My ex's son's drama teacher.
I thought you said my ex looks like that much. You don't know this shit. Well, because I pulled that out, striptease with my ex. Oh, wait, I know a chick who would love that. She loves Pamela stuff. I'll take her a picture actually to show her.
Yeah, apparently he never shut up about it being in it. And I always just said to her,
Look at that.
what they said, oh, no.
Couple bang.
Teach. That's why he's teaching it, you know what I mean? But I can remember him coming to my school when I was younger, like a drama group.
Oh, you got a couple of them Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Sean Bean.
No, the
Yeah, I'm
same
sure
guy
I'd
who-
let one of them go if anyone ever wanted one. It's not.
And that bit, I think they
Explorers.
Explorers,
I haven't
yeah.
seen an Explorers one.
Pans past the bandit.
And a poster that really don't like sell the movie compared to how crazy that film is with all the monsters.
It's almost ET-esque.
Yeah.
The thing.
Really like inventive creatures in it, and they don't even put them on the video. Thunder Run.
So I've never seen another Close Your Eyes.
No, look at that. Crazy art.
So that's the
No,
one.
Retaliator.
The VHS guy sold me that. He said that they
Angel of
they didn't
Vengeance,
do it
yeah.
under that label. They did it under a different label, so that poster never went out either.
Space Rage. Fuck, man, they just go on and on and on, don't they? Look. Evil 2, The Return. Rumble in the Bronx. Wicked movie. Beaut poster as well. Evil Tunes. You know Evil Tunes? And Darkman. Darkman 2, The Return of Durant.
So they get a bit rarer now.
Oh, look at that! That's my shit.
So I have 2 of them, if you want one. Because I know you wanted one of the big ones when you went to that place before. You're more than welcome to have one of them if you want one. I've got 2.
Yeah,
So
no,
you can have
that'd
one,
be
so.
fucking awesome. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I'll take it out of here.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, that's awesome, man. Yeah.
They're originals as well.
Why is it so small? Just a little,
But that was the
yeah,
size
just a
they
small
did for the
version of the
video
big
store.
one.
Yeah, they did the little ones.
Oh, mint. Oh, thank you, bro. That's fucking awesome.
Figured that was a bit of you.
All day, yeah. Stallone's my guy, man. Yeah, I've had fights over Stallone. Wicked. What the fuck?
So when you said Police Academy, Police Girl Academy is quite an odd one. I've
Police
never
Girls
seen one of those
Academy.
before. And the Hydra one, I've never seen one of
Yeah, that's
before.
dope. Look at that shit. Fucking love it. I'm going to check my phone in a minute, see if Chance has got back. And normally when you upload a video to YouTube, you have to like write if there's anything like raunchy in the thumbnail or anything, and I have to let them know about this one. Get that, Vigilante Squad. Yeah, so like a lot of these are mainstream movies, but then you've got these other ones dotted in that are really not.
Yeah, the first ones were all mainstream because I figured I've got to have one of them, right? So I just
Yeah. Some classics. Look at that. I fucking love that drawing. The painting that on the house. Proper weird movies as they go on, but. Oh, Dario Argento and Romero together. Two Evil Eyes. Another House 4. Mark Hamill, time runner. Bless him. Went through his. That's Sergio Leone, is it right? What is?
Well, he won't got that recently. That one, to be fair.
Oh no, not Sergio Leone. Yeah, a funny. It's like they did them like Western comedies, didn't they?
Yeah.
Look at that. Eric Zadar with giant chin. Robert Davi. Maniac Cop 2.
Yeah, I think.
Right.
Yeah, so these bits, when I mentioned Tom Chantrell before, I mentioned it earlier on.
Are they like signed prints?
Yeah, so one's just a signed print from him, which is that one, which he signed. And then do you remember I said I had the postcard where he said the other side was the poster we saw, the other side's Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, so he just had
That's
it.
why I've kept that.
Oh yeah.
You
So
sent that to my mate.
Right.
So if you get the actual quad, mate, it'll be Inglourious Bastards on the
that's
other side.
fucking sweet. How he just did it, just left it all blank because he didn't even do like a washi thing on it or anything. That's clever.
Yeah.
When the earth cracked open, and that's the thing that you had painted.
Yes. Yeah. Slightly different version that one.
Yeah.
But the film never went ahead.
The font was cracked on your version,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Oof.
Cool.
Yeah.
I should have known that, so no worries. It's a quick, easy one.
Right, I'll get this out. I'll gear this one on me as well. So this I got. Like I said, it's a bit folded,
That's cool.
but that's the Hostel poster.
I appreciate
It's
that.
a bit
Hostel.
bashed, but
Yeah, that's cool. Look,
again,
that's
it's
cool.
it's nicer in your collection than mine because
Yeah.
that's your shit. So that's
Yeah, no, I
for
appreciate
you.
that, man. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
I also brought you a poster that I know you don't have.
Unit 11.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I brought you Unit 11
that's nice,
and a DVD as well.
oh, thanks, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries.
You're going to sign these while you're here?
I can do, yeah. I'll sign them, you dude.
It's up to you if you want to go through some of these when you get a sec.
Somewhat. It's just not knowing what they are. I suppose it's like, let's just pull a few out and do a bit of a roulette, yeah.
These ones are all the Ryan stuff. It's probably not going to be of that much interest, but some of these are quite
Have a roll on this one, this wides, yeah. Let's do a bit of a roulette and we'll just pull out what we get.
Yeah, pull out one time. There's one in here that's really nice.
If it's wrapped in paper, are they all wrapped in paper?
Oh, this one. So, just check this out of the way a sec. I've never seen another one of those, but you'll need some on the other end because it's quite long.
Oh, is it?
It's not in the best of condition.
Do you want to jump in and grab the other end of this one for me? Or does someone do it?
I've got it. You carry on watching though, if I'll do everything. That is...
Space Island. Fuck, man. Look at that. Let's hold it up. That is super long. I wonder if you painted that on. Like a super long canvas.
Never seen nothing.
Above the desk in the kiosk in the video store. That's mint.
It's one.
Yeah, I've never seen one that long. It's when they start, like, how are you framing that? Do you know what I mean? That's like a specific frame and it's got to have a glass coat and...
But yeah, go through, pull out what you want, mate.
Let's pull out random roulette.
random
This
ones,
one's
isn't it?
close to me.
These over here.
Upworld. Oh, it's long.
Yeah.
In that buddy cop era, it's like one's a vampire, one's a cop. Together, they're going to take down. Cut the length again. Like if you're trying to get that framed, you just can't. Take them high tops as well. They're fire trainers. What we got?
Business as usual.
It's a dope drawing. Airbrush again. What's this?
Business as usual.
Business as usual. It's like some manhandling in the workplace going on. These guys are, sexual harassment, and these guys are rioting about it. Yeah, note to sexual harassment. I've not seen the movie.
I haven't seen half.
Looks like something that's off the back of like Indecent Proposal or something. Oh, this looks interesting. What we got?
Yeah, that's quite cool.
War game.
Yeah, she was fair.
Fair game. She was fair game. Get a close up of this one, Bent's on there. Love it.
Tend to only keep something if it's kind of unique.
Yeah, it is unique, yeah.
Before, so
Let's do 2 more of these. Yeah, you got to like you sometimes when it's obscure, just because.
Try and guess what you're pulling out.
There's no way to guess, because I don't know half the films of these ones anyway. Is it Defcon 4? Oh, it's Dollman! Hey! There we go. Dollman. And later on he went to do Dollman versus Demonic Toys and all sorts of shit. It's all them Full Moon movies. Charles Band.
13 inches with an attitude.
Yeah. He's sweet. I know a guy would love that actually. Right, we'll do one more. What I haven't done, what's this? Have I done? I haven't done this one.
We did half of that a minute ago.
Pardon?
There's half of that on the long one.
Oh, so I thought the text looked similar. Oh,
That's I think, is it Casaro? Might be Casaro, that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
Casaro, yeah, wicked, but that don't count because we had that one out in a double. So let's go for a vertical one. This looks chunky. Angel. It's not the same when they're photographs, is it? They're cool, but they're not as cool as a painting. It's when they feel like they're trying to be a bit more modern at that point. We want photos. Wicked, man. Well, what have you pulled out something up there? Is this?
Silver dragon.
Oh, look at that! That's what I'm talking about. That's what we end it on that one, really. That's fucking dope. Silver Dragon Ninja. That's mint. Again, everything you need. Blue tones, a car getting destroyed, a ninja. Fucking awesome Ninja Theatre.
Sure, Ninja Scroll.
It just looked like it'd be a dope.
Manga DVD.
Mm.
Was that the same font?
That same phone, yeah, they might do.
I'm sure it did.
That's my Rambo. Buzzing with that. Mini Rambo. Wicked. Is the hotels? Were they something else to see, or is that it?
Keith Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, I've got quads if you want to look.
Just roll it until it does off. So we've got some original artwork from he worked on 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah,
Is that right?
1999 Space.
1990.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Inner Space.
Space. It's 1999 Space.
Oh, 1990 Space.
One or the other. They're just, by the way, they're Mexican film. They're slightly different if you want to look at them.
Just a quick pull out, yeah, just to show, yeah, just a quick look.
There's a couple of different
Just get
sets
close
there.
on these bents, just nice montage stuff, and we're just going through what he's got. Look at them. Look at his face.
Looks like a Coffin Joe sort of.
Yeah, he does. So they're like lobby posters, aren't they? Like same poster, but then a bit of a different still.
Again, they're the sort of thing you have one of those framed.
Yeah, one.
Any house they'd go, right?
Mm.
They're just so thrown on top there. Sorry, mate, I'll sort it out. Don't worry about it. Shove them in. Yeah, so I'll start. There you go.
So tell me a bit about the artist.
So Keith Wilson was a production designer on Space 1999, a couple of other things as well. He did a lot of Dickens things as well, but these are his original storyboard drawings.
That's up there with a Lowry or anything, isn't it? Like it's. So is that for a
so these are the
concept art from a movie?
Yeah, so these are concept. Well, he did a lot of mini-series during the 80s. So he did things like A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Some of the Charles Dickens type stories. But he's mainly famous for Space 1999.
No way.
This is his main piece.
Grab us that camera there, Ben. So I'll get some shots while I'm here.
These are the ones that I've decided I'm keeping.
Yeah.
Have, wads down the side.
So you have a big wad down there, but these are the ones you're going to keep for yourself.
Yes.
How many pieces have you kept?
15 or so.
Is it?
But just the sheer artwork and visibility, you can't.
They're amazing, aren't
Yeah.
they? Literally.
Hand drawn, all hand drawn.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like it's not even really my thing. Do you know what I mean? It's just
It's not
you
normally
can't
my-
not appreciate it, and the fact that it's movie themed makes it cool. If it was like just on a wall in a museum, about oh yeah, it's a nice piece. You know what I mean? It's a nice piece of art, but this is not even something that's created to be a piece of art. It's just to tell the cameraman and shit, isn't it? Like this is what we want the shot to look like, a wide, busy
Exactly.
set dressing and things. Yeah, it's almost like architectural drawing.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing your mum and dad would have on the wall.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mint, and there's a load of these as well.
Yeah, we've got the wad there, so it's about 15 here.
We won't go through all these, but we can just like go
I
through
think
them.
some of them, if you want to skip to something that isn't Dickens, there we go. Something like
Wow, love that. Look at that. Pop and Nick Skyship. Yeah, that's sick. I love how he paints his pencils his rocks. And this bit looks wicked. It's like cliffs carved out. Look at that. So what are these from? What movie is this?
That's what I'm still to find out.
Finding
I'm
out.
trying to find out which series they're actually from. But because they're some of his concept work, some of them might not actually be.
Yeah, they might just be ideas. Yeah. If they said we need a ship and he's drawn like, but look at this big board that it's on. He's not drawing him in like a little sketchbook, is he? He's like going whole hog. Like each one is like a full piece of art. Look at that shit, man. Yeah, each one's like a whole, like a piece worthy of being framed itself. Like when you think of concept art and storyboards, it's not like it's not this in depth, is it?
No. So like I say, these are the ones I'll keep, and then the other ones I'll start to.
Fuck, man, look at that. So where'd you acquire all this from? Was it like from his estate or is it an auction?
An auction, but they were part of his estate. There was about 6 lots. I bought 4 of them.
And you bought it not knowing what you were getting, you were
4
saying?
pictures is all there was for each lot, and each one must have had. Oh, I've got 100 all told, and each one showed sort of 4 in each.
No way.
Just kind of potluck. I don't think I realised how many I'd got until they turned up. But then when they turned up, I'm like, okay, I've done all right.
Heavy as well, I bet, like a big box of this shit, yeah.
It was.
Ooh, look at that, it's going to be Blade Runner-y. Well, it would be pre-Blade Runner, but...
But every one is the sort of thing you could just have one.
Yeah,
read
oh,
one, and
fucking
tell a
all
story.
day, man. Details. Get around this side. Yeah, maybe even for a film that never came out, do you know what I mean? And he's just sat doing all these concepts to get it off the ground.
Some serious talent.
Yeah, unreal. Like again, like architectural drawing. Like this guy could draw. He's not just saying, "Oh, we'll draw a cool ship." He's drawing it. How we can build it. How would it work? What makes it fly? Like you've got these like chords with this canvassy material, whatever it is outside.
That's where I do the whole bulk buy. And you bulk buy, you get a good price.
Get some nice little surprises in there.
Some
Yeah.
surprises and kind of make your money back as well, which is nice.
But like, I noticed like when we first started talking, and well, even before we started talking, because I think it was a sponsored ad that came up of yours, and I'm looking through your store, and I'm like, he's got stuff on his store, but it's not it's not the high end stuff that's on his pictures. I'm thinking this is a guy who keeps a lot for himself. I think I just dropped you a message or whatever, however we got talking, and I could just tell him like, yeah, you're like me. You're like you got to keep the best shit for yourself, man. You're a fan before you're a trader of it. It's like game concept artwork, isn't it?
Yeah, like a Bioshock.
Yeah, Bioshock, Fallout. Yeah, thank you for showing us, man. These are... Look at that, like fish-eyed.
Some of them are quite clear, they're Dickens type.
Yeah,
Oh, all day, yeah. And if you was a fan of that Dickens stuff as well, like you're going to be buzzing with that. Even if you didn't know what it was, you know what I mean? Just that style of... Like, I love West. So do you just, like, flick through, just like pull them out one by one and I'll just get a shot, like... So we've got... And these are more original posters. What's that there?
So that's a Jim Beam advertising poster.
No way.
Original 80s, I think it is. 80s and 90s.
It's the Beast from 1,000 Fathoms.
Yeah.
Switch it, Judd. Terror in the swamp. That's me. I love swamp shit. Yeah, it's right. Just putting them in the card like that. Yeah, do it, Judd. Bridget Nielsen. Terminal Force.
It's easy to do once the posters are flat, but if you imagine a roll poster you're trying to do that with, it's a nightmare. So you just kind of give that.
Fucking metal.
And he painted this one on metal.
Oh, it's an original. Painted
Yeah,
straight
that's
onto...
not- I think he did 50 of these.
Oh, it's printed on the metal.
Printed on
Wow.
metal, yeah.
That's killed someone with that if it fell off a wall.
It's proper sharp.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
dope.
quite a nice
Look at the
piece.
colours as well, the red and the greens.
But he's really famous, Joan Ramos, for doing all the newer stuff.
Yeah.
He does a lot of the reproduction stuff now. And again, by the time it's on sale, it's sold.
And how would you put that on wall with magnets? Like display it, and it has to like stick on magnets, like drill a magnet that goes onto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beastly.
Love colours on that.
Yeah. It's more like a contemporary style than what I collect and things, but I just fucking appreciate it.
You
It's,
see, for me, I've got it in a box, and that's where it's kind of stayed.
yeah, really.
Because I bought it because I wanted it, and it's like, oh, it doesn't really go with everything else. But yeah, no, that's it. Then you want to see ours? I think there's a Krull.
Krull.
Yeah, and another one there as well. I'm not sure which one it is. You will have to get it on the floor if you want to get it out.
Yeah, these are huge, man. This is just ridiculous. Overflow. So, and a lot of these are just like mainstream movies. Like I'm looking at it, looks like
majority of them are made.
Son of the Mask or something.
Yeah, there's some better films than others, but yeah, they're probably more.
What's like a big? Have you got like a big one we can like roll out on the garden or something? We can hold it and look at it. Or
One of those French Grands are big.
what's French Grand mean?
So it's the French version. So their quad is a French Grand poster.
Is that what this is?
These ones. So these are massive.
Oh,
When
okay.
when you fold these out.
Let's fold one out.
I don't know which film this is. Or what film it is. Quick.
Just the grand scale of them's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll get it out.
Let's fold it out.
Shut this out.
Grab that chair out of the way, Judd.
Billboard posters.
Who what?
You know, like billboard posters, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're huge.
Well, the thing is, as well, back in the day, they would like showing a movie in a theatre would be like a big thing. They'd have a massive cardboard cut out of Kong outside it. They'd have people dressed up on the street. Like when the He-Man movie come out and stuff, they've got people dressed up on the street.
Oh no, this is Junior Frankenstein.
Oh, sick. Get size of it. You're gonna have to go around that side.
Yeah, they're meant to be like
That's the size of it. It's huge. See, I've got one, probably a little smaller, maybe say a Bronx Warriors like this, where they're all on bikes, and I'd love it framed, but it's so big, it's like you're gonna need like a bus stop, do you know, a bus stop sign to display it. So one other thing is to have it like put on wood and like a bit like you've done there, do you know what I mean, like some kind of mounted deal. But it's not same as it as having it behind a piece. Or like you said, get a piece of perspex that's cut just a bit bigger and then like mount that on a wood board. That way it won't be too bad. Yeah, that's dope. You got some other big ones like that?
Yeah, those ones there, basically straight there.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Krull.
Oh, that'll be a Captain America, I think. That one, so it looks new.
Oh yeah, no, not old
One of
Captain, not
these
the old
ones.
90s Captain
No.
America. That'd be quite sick.
One of these is Krull. I think that's Enemy Mine.
Enemy Mine, I love that movie.
It's a great film.
It's a great film.
As is Krull.
Yeah, Krull. Gee, look at that beast. Whoop. How's that looking on there, Ben? Is it alright on that macro? Oh, that's sound, yeah, they can see the size. Oh, battery's dead on this phone. Let me chuck it on my charger. And that's thing to like Chance has that same issue when you got like posters that's that good but that big. There's nowhere to put them.
The thing is, they're original of the era, but they're not worth hardly any money because they're so big. No one could do anything.
Is that why? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame as well, because it's like, so you have to literally paste it.
It's such a dope movie. You've seen that one, Judd?
What, that?
It's like an alien and a human like fighting in space, and they both crash land on the same planet, and there's only them on it. So they have to like make friends and team up in order to survive, and they're on it for like years and years. Such a dope concept. Yeah. He gets pregnant, like he's like asexual, gives birth to the baby. He dies, and he has to like raise his little kid and stuff. It's Dennis Quaid, sick movie, bro. One of them that don't get talked about. Yeah. Dennis Quaid. Enemy Mine.
Well, you refuel it with like no, not quite, I didn't have a game. There was that one where it was an arcade game, and it was controlled.
That's The Last Starfighter.
Yeah, Last Starfighter, them kind of films.
Yeah, they were big at that. I love all them ones. So these are French grands.
French rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's so big.
That's why it's just called Enemy, not Enemy Mine. Beautiful.
That's what Enemy Mine is in French.
1986.
I couldn't fit a title.
Yeah.
Still swimming in my dad's bollock. 1986.
I was one.
You were one, yeah.
I was 2 then. You were really old. You were like 12.
7 watching World Cup.
Sweet, I don't want to... How do we...
Half on that was fine, mate.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
We just left all your shit out.
That's fine, honestly, that's fine. That's fine. Right. With all the flags if you're up behind them.
Well, one of my very good friends is like, he just deals in like vintage militaria. He's like an ex-paratrooper. He's like in his 50s, he's like everything. And he pulls out like, I'm going to show him this, he'll love this. I was like once with him, and he's like, check this I've just bought, and he put it out on garden, and it was like a giant Nazi flag off a battleship, like fucking gigantic. Like he just deals in the maddest stuff. He had a World War II Nazi Christmas tree and toilet roll, like with swastikas on from World War II and that, like, you know, the shit you just never see, and I'm like, wow. Yeah, Nazi Christmas tree, baubles with swastikas. He had a big fire and lost a lot of it as well. It was wounded, yeah.
Got a lot of Vietnam stuff on that as well.
Yeah, just
The
war.
money's irrelevant, isn't it?
If you what, sorry?
If you have a fire, the money's
Oh yeah. That's what I'm like with my stuff. That like, it don't matter how you insure it, because a lot of that stuff you won't get. You like even if you lost this, like what's chances of getting another one? It's irreplaceable. Yeah.
A French barn in pieces, and had someone restore it all.
It's fucking beautiful. They've done a wicked job, though, haven't they? Like
It looks like new.
Yeah, it looks like new. It looks like new. You could tell me it's an original or it's a repro, and I would believe either way because of how nice it looks.
Okay. Managed to avoid a small amount of World War I stuff over it.
No, I love it.
The other ones out there. Well, all these video posters.
So which
Some
one?
of them pretty
Which
much
ones
all-
can we have a dig through?
Of course you can.
These are all over spill.
Yeah, all over spill. If there's anything you want, you can take it.
What you filming there, yeah.
Some of the DVDs, yeah.
Yeah, jump on this, bro.
Is it going?
Oh, and that's
Is it going?
that's my mate's video store sign.
That's come on now.
What's that?
That.
What is that?
That's his
Lower
small
than
sign
that.
that he had up when he was
Yeah, it's rolling.
double-sided.
Don't put your finger on it. So your friend had a video stuff. Wow, that's
Film.
fucking beautiful, man.
Film and fantasy.
Chance would love that and all. That's him all day. Yeah, that's a proper one of a kind.
Yeah.
And again, so you couldn't put a price on because it is a shop sign that's been painted one of a kind.
Yeah.
So you could, who's to say it's worth $1,000? It's worth 10 grand. You can't say, can you? It's priceless, and I love them pieces. Yeah, that's beautiful.
So,
Where was that shot?
Yarmouth.
Two completely different films as well. We've got Laura Leonardo, we've got Frankenstein.
But yeah, feel free, mate. Look through.
So what we, the thing is, you're saying, no, take what you want. They're fucking, they'd be stupid hundreds.
Should have brought that.
Alex has only got a little car. Which direction do you think I should be looking at? Are they in no kind of... Look at that, straight away.
I couldn't tell you what.
Total recall.
Anything you want, have it. You can have it. It's fine.
Schwarzenegger. I'll put that to one side. Yeah.
All right, yeah, cheers, mate.
What kind of...
Sold.
what kind of era is it, or is it literally just a mix as well? It's like all different
80s.
stuff.
They'll all be 80s posters, to be fair.
Just pull that one out. Stargate. Fucking hell. It's mad that even then that's like a painted airbrush thing. Like even that, and I remember like when I was a kid, and that I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7, and that film come out, and you think by that point it's all photoshoppy like photo stuff. They wouldn't be doing airbrush then, really would. Another Rocketeer. Where's that Total Recall? He's there.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, got them all day. Might be a nicer one as well. Yeah, that other one had a rip in. I'll switch that. Well, because they used to put elastic band round them, didn't they? So a lot of them like get ripped there. Alan Quatermain on the Lost Kingdom of Lost City of Gold. Is it? Alien Nation. He was saying that dude who did the poster guy I spoke to before, that he had like Alien Nation masks that were given, you know, to promote the film, but they all like just deteriorated. That'd be wicked, wouldn't it? Like back in the day, Photoshop doing like mask giveaway. Just trying to put. Look, you know what that is. Look, repossessed.
I like how they had the advertisement on the bottom still, like Red Rock drink, win your free drink.
That's dope. Fucking hell, he could be here all day. Can I look through these? What's that? Pin. Yeah, that's kind of shit I'm looking for. Something like that. Something. What bag did that come out? Something a bit horror-y, weirdy, painted. Pit and the Pendulum. Get Lance Henriksen there. Yeah, yeah. Jump in. Not really my thing. I like Highlander, but I'm just trying to. Mark for death. Seagal. Another one. What is it on that? Is it just on like a nice sheet of paper? Where'd you pull that one from?
That was back here.
Oh, is it out of that bag? That's more Mark. What's this? Spires Shag. Look at Liz early there. And that's us now, never getting out. Vigilante Cop.
House 4? It's a runestone, sorry.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's a. I like that one. Yeah, that's up my street. I don't know the movie, but I like the art. Van Damme, Sudden Death. So I can see like these are ones you put in those posters that you had.
Yeah, so some of them I'll have kept one.
But I like how you did that in that folder, where you put them in there.
Gun Dust, that one.
Gunbuff, that's another nice one, isn't it? Strictly Johnny Depp. Oh, he's not Johnny Depp. I thought it was Johnny Depp. Bootleg Johnny Depp. But he'd do well at the minute, that one. Everyone's loving Johnny. Right in the edge. There'll be one, I'll pull it out and I'll be like, oh, that's me. Like when I pulled out Robot Jocks. Look at that shit. Queen Amidala.
Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah, I like that one, yeah. Put that to one side. I liked that. Hunchback.
This one? Not this one.
What the fuck's that?
Night Siege.
Project Shadow Chase. I've never heard of it. It's an interesting poster though. I preferred like the art stuff to the photo stuff. When it's like photos, I'm not as into it.
There's a load of Walt Disney stuff. I bet that's it.
Walt Disney.
Jackie Chan first strike.
Oh, that's dope. No, I'll take that if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Tombstone, right film. Did they? I had a big cardboard cutout of that in my room that my dad got from Video Shop. Adam's Family Values. Look at this big long one. Air America. Ooh, what's that? Death Machine. I like the look of that one.
Yeah.
This with a Death Machine.
Who doesn't like a death machine?
In it. The Pure Video Shop. Adam's Family. Van Damme Time Cop. Let's see what I got. Dirty Weekend. Who don't like a dirty weekend? What's this? Ambling. I can just see if it says ambling, it's not going to be my thing. I want to see Canon or something. Some weird shit. What's that? Oh, Lawnmower Man. Fucking hell, I never got that film as a kid. I remember watching it confused as shit. Idle Hands, another rating. So, oh, I put some of these back. What have I got here? That's Schwarzenegger. Jackie Chan. What's that? Oh, that's dope. Where do you pulling that? Why do you keep pulling out good ones?
Because I know all the good ones.
Oh yeah, I'm pulling out like a thingy. Hunchback of Notre Dame, and he's bringing Death Machine. You know my style already.
That's quite a cool one, but probably not your.
Oh yeah, yeah, cool, but not my vibe. You could do a thing on your site selling like just 10 random pics, 10 random pic posters. People like that shit though. You'd be surprised, like when you do like mystery lucky dip, people like it. What's that? Catacombs. That's another interesting one, yeah. Painted. Whoa. What we got here is an hidden bag. Might be a Disney bag. That's a thingy, that Fight Club. Oh, that looks interesting. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Dead Men Don't Die. Fievel Goes West. An American Tale. This what? Look at that one, that's a good one. I like that. I'll take that one. Yeah, look at that, that's dope. I love that shit. I've got an 8 pile here. Look at that. That'll do well at a minute, that one. Put a little fake signature on it. Yeah. Backdraft. Ron Howard, yeah, right film. It's dope. I don't need poster on my wall, but it's a dope movie. I need to see that one. Right, I'm going to pull 3 more out and then we're done. Because otherwise I'll be here all day. I have to set myself a limit. What's that one? Turbulent. Really? Oh, yeah, he digested it, didn't he? Fuck, man. Cut deep. Space Truckers, look at that. It's weird how, like, some of the photos, like, look weirdly stretched, don't they? Like,
not the best.
They just didn't care back then. Right. Patrick Swayze. Ah, Tu Wong Fu. Judd, Tu Wong Fu. Classic. That's me nailed like that. Oh. One more, look. I saw some pink. What's that? That's a right film, actually. Nikita. Med Leon. Sweet. So what have I got here?
Got a few. Yeah.
Is that all right to take them then? You sure, brother? Oh, appreciate it. Makes a bit of space for you, I suppose. I've got to make room at my house now.